And that has us up to session number 40. Only a few losses along the way. And they're doing their second excursion down into the Hollow World. So where we are at is they have been on a quest to find the lost goblin princes, as there's two of them who are missing, who are brothers. And heading out from Galantry, they took a wrong turn and have ended up somewhere else, where the sun's always on, and the world curves around the sun instead of the sun going around the world. So I'm sure there's nothing confusing there whatsoever. But one of those common jokes that the outsiders use on newcomers is you're on guard duty until after an hour after noon. As the sun doesn't change, it technically never leaves noon.
That's right.
So Jeremy found that out the first time he was here when his team got assigned guard duty that way. So,
I had thought last session was number 40. That was the date in September. In July. And this was 41. But
this one's actually number 40. I've checked.
no worries.
I shall check again because I actually forgot to open up one of my other files. Let me check. You may actually be correct. So you are correct. It is number 41, so I will fix that.
Only because I've been listening back. I'm not checking on you personally.
I know. If you can fix mistakes, I don't mind fixing mistakes instead of going backwards going, hey, I used the wrong number again.
So you can fix them now rather than 10 sessions down the track.
Now back to the game with the correct date. Hey, unlike last night's, which even has the wrong day down on there.
It's alright, it's silent anyway.
Yeah, silent anyway, so who's going to notice? I did have one person actually notice almost as soon as it went up, hey, there's no audio. So someone is actually watching. So that is amusing. Okay, so this one here is session 41. And at the table we have Stefan, who's going to describe his character for you.
Hello, I am playing Rhea. I am a sorcerer, unknown to most because apparently I'm a bloody wizard. And I am an Eladrin, currently in autumn colours. So I'm very orangey, reddish, yellowy kind of colours. And yes, we're currently stuck in this peculiar place.
That's okay. I'm sure you'll enjoy the changes as they happen.
And I like sticks, apparently.
And you're also very generous.
As I say, I hope you like autumn. It's going to be this season for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm going to be stuck in it for a while, so you're going to get used
Don't
to
change
me
much.
in this season, because I can't even change now.
And then we have Grace.
I am playing Little Miss. She is a human sorcerer. She has historically been working on a pirate ship, but she's on shore leave and has been promised money and adventure by Rhea, so she's been recruited to his cause.
Yep.
Little bit reckless, very amused at many things, somewhat confused about the fact that her magic doesn't seem to be responding the way it normally does. I'm also proxying Nasty Stump, who is her shipmate, usually played by Emerus. He is a halfling that likes to pretend he's a human with different mechanical attachments to make him look human-sized.
For a minute there I thought you were going to say the halfling who pretends he's a surgeon, but...
Well, no, he is actually a surgeon. He does actually cut things off. He is aspiring to be a surgeon.
And he has saved one halfling to date.
He has.
We'll get him the credentials later.
It's not his fault that he then died later because someone gave him some happy magic.
He's suffering a little bit from being sober. So he's less than thrilled about that, but he's very excited about the idea of dinosaurs.
Yep. Because he heard that big and have pointy teeth.
Yep.
And I'm sure he'd love to get a pet and take it home.
Oh no, he has plans.
And I'm sure that any Tyrannosaurus he meets wants to have new hands.
Well, bigger hands gives you more practice. Okay, online today we have Jeremy.
Yes, good evening. I'm playing Dimitri, the sage, spiritual guidance for all people everywhere, providing the knowledge they need to survive in this cool world, especially now that they've come down into the hollow world, where he can impart his vast knowledge and experience of this world upon those who are new to the area.
And he does have vast and wonderful knowledge. Okay, next up is Mark.
Hi, I'm playing Kiki, the Wood Elf cleric. Young, innocent Wood Elf who has never experienced the world. Somehow has to meet Dimitri, and the world's going to be corrupted by it. So she's quite new to the outside world. She used to stay in the Wood Elf forest a lot, and now she's somehow venturing into this wondrous new land that she has no idea what's going on. So.
It is always an interesting aspect. Okay, next person up we have is Martin.
Hello, I'm playing Willie, the Bard. Yes, he does appreciate the value of being a member of Dimitri's Chosen. Although he is a halfling, and when travelling through Galantry, he pretends to be a gnome. Alwyn Farnarkle, the gnome investigator, he often forgets that he's playing that role, but nominally he is Alwyn Farnarkle. And yes, he travels around listening to things and annoying people with questions and his bagpipes.
Okay, and last person we have who will be here eventually is David.
Yeah, hey, I can participate. I am David. I play Plarman, who is an Ethingarian human, awfully fond of horses and going on adventures where his horse can go, and we never go places where his horse can go, which is awesome.
Well, your horse could go here, but you didn't bring him.
Smashy and is a barbarian.
Where's your stable hand?
Back in Galantry City.
Oh, we left him behind. Okay.
You did.
The horse is keeping an eye on him.
Oh, that's right. The horse is training him.
But you forgot Plumman's excellent diplomatic skills on meeting new and interesting people.
Yes.
Well, yeah, exactly. And he's brilliant at making friends. And he did earn the respect of quite a number of them using non-violent techniques. And then the fight started.
Yep.
See, the way you've gone wrong, Plarman, is you've stopped trying to recruit people to
Proteus.
Proteus.
First of all, thank God this is 18. This is 18 plus. First of all, fuck Proteus. Second of all, I am the only god these people need.
And remember, Proteus knows everything.
Well, Proteus can do a few things. One of which we won't mention on this episode. But yeah, Proteus can go and do stuff, and Proteus can go get fucked.
Okay, so as you're staring off into the city, off into the distance, you hear a sea shanty in the back of in Playman's ear. Reminds you just as when you used to hold Wave. And it's one of those shanties that sort of says, beware the water, you may drown next time you venture forth.
Hey, I didn't choose to get rid of Wave. That wasn't a thing that I chose. Am I sad about it? No, but I didn't choose it.
Fun. Okay, so
I'm just going to say, you please know, I'm not certain if actually.
What are your rituals? What are your rituals?
I'm not certain if actually that much water in the high world, is there?
okay, so just to help Jeremy with that
More
one.
like in your.
Let's see. Not sure if I've actually put the whole map up here.
Oh no, it is there. Okay, yeah, and yeah, this goes. It's all continents.
There we go. No, not much water at all.
Okay. We're going to war against the ocean. That's a thing now.
I'm sure you can get by without using your horse or venturing near the ocean.
Well, let's face it. You've got the
Come
opportunity.
on.
You've got the opportunity for some great new mounts down here.
No, I don't want new mounts. I want Ethingarian war horses. So I'm going back to Ethingar. This place sucks.
Sure, you just have to walk back the other way.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what do they say about walking 500 miles and 500 more?
I think I changed.
You just keep on walking?
These horses are made for walking. That's just what they'll do.
Quite possibly. Okay, so
Anyway, got some dinosaurs.
as you guys look on, it's a nice sunny noon. As the sun is shining directly above everyone.
It's always noon, isn't it?
Yep.
Double check. You should have to.
Occasionally you have floating island cover,
Ooh. Isn't that pretty?
There's a chance that
but you haven't experienced that yet.
Oh, okay. It
So
would be
we can
pretty.
fly up to some sky realms. Is that what you're saying?
Well, depends on how good you are at breathing in a vacuum.
So we've got to become Hollow World meteorologists first.
Or find someone who's already mastered that skill.
Dimitri can tell you all about it.
Well, I'm sure he could tell us about everything. That's a known fact.
And the amusing thing is, Dimitri has been on one of those continents.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
I'm
he can tell
So
you.
glad Bradshaw's not here right now. He was a few words by now.
Not that my character would know, but just out of curiosity as a player, where on that map are we right now?
Currently, the Azcans are right here, so you're somewhere where that little finger is. I might actually have to change the map for players so they can see. Okay, so if you can see that better on the map,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you guys are, where that little finger is.
Yeah.
But most likely in either the mountains above or the mountains below. I can't remember which.
Gotcha.
Based on where you are in the outer world, I think you're closer to about here.
So there's no floating islands, but there are bits of earth attached to the roof.
No, there are floating islands. Literally.
Well, no. There are also bits of earth attached to the roof.
So if you see this map that's on the screen at the moment, and you see that there are little lines going to these bits, I'll see if I can actually blow that up into a bigger picture. So if you see that there, they actually are floating continents in and outside the airless void. So there are various places you can actually achieve things.
And of course, there are bits of earth attached to the roof as well. That's called the other continents on the other side of the world.
It's personal. Oh, thank you.
That is true. So you like the size of the water on the map?
No, it's
Need
fuck all.
a special spyglass to see them.
Well,
Cut
I'm
out
going to
the-
combat
the-
rising
like
sea
the
levels
sun.
by destroying the
See
sea.
them.
Mm.
I am sure you'll have fun with your war against the sea.
Yeah. No, also, don't actually care too much about Proteus, because Proteus doesn't care about me.
Well, he knows you.
Yeah, through this stupid bloody item that he possesses or something nonsense. And he liked me too.
Yeah, up until the point you gave away his item.
I didn't give it away! You bailed!
You ditched it for a different model.
You upgraded for a hammer.
No, I ditched it for a better model.
Can I see Plowman actually having internal discussions with himself right now?
Quite possibly.
Can I run an inside check and see Plowman's quite with it right now.
How do you feel like spotting?
Plowman looks normal. I rolled a 1, so Plowman looks normal.
Okay, so I will spot a
He does
speed
look
at the
normal.
face.
He's talking to himself.
Okay, so I
Which,
will
yeah,
show
is pretty
you
much
a
normal.
picture of what it looks like from a player's perspective, looking at the world. Right. So that's basically someone looking into the distance. Also, basically floating islands.
I'm putting bets on that sound clip is Clever Girl.
So for the players here, that's the view of what it looks like on the inside when you're looking at it.
This place is creepy.
Well, it is, because always sunny.
In Philadelphia.
Especially for those people who like darkness, sunrise, sunset, moons. So if you've got anything relating to any of those things.
No.
But if you have to worship at noon every day.
You've got any time you like.
Well, wouldn't you technically, if you have to worship at noon, just not stop worshipping?
Quite possibly, unless you figure out another way of devoting yourself to the god.
Well, my god is not hearing me right now, so I'm kind of reluctant to have a chat to him. So.
Okay.
You hope.
So last we had it, you were walking through the mountains, heading towards the Azcan civilization, because you saw a shadowy creature rising up from one of their cities and engulf the sun.
And also one of the 3 points laid out in the quick drawn map in the bottom of the large bowl of recently formed obsidian when magic rain from the sky.
That is true.
Engulf the sun as in it's now dark?
For a moment it changed the colour of the sun.
Right.
And that's why some of you had strange sensations.
Yes.
Arrows will blot out the sun.
Okay, so...
So while we're going along, Martin,
Yep.
Dimitri is definitely practicing his cantrips initially. The Firebolt, Evocation, Mage Hand, Conjuration, Minor Illusion, and Prestidigitation, just to confirm what things he can and can't do with those ones. And then he'll be extrapolating what he can do out from others.
Plot twist, none of them work.
Okay, so...
If you're happy for me to practice vicious mockery on Dimitri, that's fine.
And look, you don't even have to cast a spell, you can just do it.
I was going to say, Dimitri's immune to that.
Okay, so with your abjuration effects, at this stage, as far as you know, most effects have the duration doubled.
Yeah.
And sometimes the effect as well.
I'm more than happy that effectively we're not learning anything more. But the one that actually got him was the fact that the fireball had a much bigger effect than he expected it to. He knew he had to put some effort and grunt into it and make it work, but he didn't actually expect to get quite that effective. So he's particularly interested in firebolt as a cantrip to see whether or not that actually still requires a similar effort and whether or not it can have the similar expansive effects.
Well, every evocation spell requires a roll to use.
Yeah.
A natural one on an evocation spell causes you to forget the spell.
Yeah.
And you have to and you can't relearn it while in the hollow world. It's gone for you until you get out the outside world and learn it again.
This place.
You cannot add evocation spells to your character levels if you level while down here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're the only you're amongst the only people who know evocation spells in this area.
How evocative.
Okay, so divination, communication, and detection spells don't seem to work. Yet you seem to have a necklace that still works.
Well, he had
does
a
that
dozen
include
attempts with
message?
these firebolts and didn't forget it. But he did get a roll of a 20 on one of them, so...
So a 20 pretty much add a 0 to the area of effect.
Okay, so they can sometimes really go off with a bang, that's right.
Yeah. So if you're hitting one target, you're hitting 10 feet around that target.
Yep.
So even though it messages a transmutation spell, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Fuck, disintegrate. Fucking bang.
Okay, so enchantments that deal with holding something, charming something, or putting a compulsion on something doesn't work.
Mocking something.
Well, did we say much about abjuration spells?
So
Abjurations are more powerful.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Basically
cool.
double everything.
So normal duration and effects are generally doubled.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it doesn't mean you double the armor class of mage armor.
No, I think the shield of faith, that's all.
Illusion spells, the DC to detect it as illusion is half, as is the duration.
Well, I look like I'm pretty fucked right now. I'm just looking at my spells. Evocation! I got shield of faith, that helps me remember.
Oh, you can cast evocations, just that you can't actually do it without making a roll.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose my cure luck points for anyone, sorry. But anyway,
Necromancy spells, communicating with the dead or bringing the dead back to life just doesn't work.
okay.
And a lot of Willy spells are all about locating things, so divination shit as well.
And the transmutation, shape change, or altering the shape of things does not work. Other things besides that is still currently unknown. You have to experiment with those particular, but they're the things
and
that...
also anything above level 2 doesn't work, is that right?
Anything that is not a sorcerer or wizard spell above level 2 doesn't currently work.
Okay.
I think my main
That's not
focus
necessarily
will be
specifically Hollow, though, probably.
enhance
Is that
armor
the
to beat the shit out of things and cast fireball.
Wait, that's not above level 2.
They're reliable.
Oh, so it's above level 2, it works.
No, anything above level 2 doesn't work unless you're a sorcerer or a wizard.
Oh, okay.
Because remember that's the effect
Okay,
we had when
we
we were
are,
still up
so-
top. That wasn't
So
that's
you
not
don't have that
thing.
limitation. That is a limitation on clerics, druids, rangers,
Yeah,
paladins.
like Mark's character.
So my level 3 and 4 spells work.
Yeah, because you're a
Yeah.
sorcerer. Except they still follow the rules of the magic here.
Okay, so as
So
a
they
bard, I
don't
can't
work.
cast fireball.
I'm so confused right now. Okay.
Okay, so to put it simply, before you came down into Hollow World,
Yeah.
most spellcasters that weren't wizards or sorcerers
Yep.
lost their
Effectively,
powerful
all the
magic.
spells that came from gods or divine influences
Yeah.
apparently got
Nerfed.
nerfed.
So, if I try and do the Spectral Scythe cantrip, which is a necromancy cantrip, what happens?
When you tried it, nothing happened.
Because you're conjuring a thing.
Because it's conjuring.
Yeah.
But
So
the
it
point
doesn't
is,
work.
particularly if you cantrip, you've tried it once. That doesn't mean you don't.
Yeah, that's
try
what
it
I'm
again.
asking. Like, if I try it a whole bunch of times, can I
And-
get it to work?
And you may also try it in different areas. So Dimitri did learn that magic can have different effects in different nations. So not only do you have a general how magic works, you also have a national how magic works.
Yeah, but as we're walking along, I just can't get that cantrip to work at the moment.
At the moment.
Yeah. And with prestidigitation, you said to me as I try the different things with that, when it's returning something to a natural state, like cleaning,
It
it
seems,
seems
to
to
work.
work. But anything else I was trying to do, like making something appear or heating stuff up, stuff like that, doesn't work.
You seem
Is
to
that
be able
correct?
to. You seem to be able to heat things or flavor stuff, but not actually make something that wasn't there.
Right.
Or majorly change the shape of something. So for the equivalent of I smooth something over on the ground with my precipitation, sure you can do that because you're basically just moving it about. But if you're going, I'm going to take that dirt and turn it into rock, it's like, no. Okay. And I did promise you beasts this time.
Yep.
And don't worry, I have many books with beasts in it.
What about trying to light and snuff out candles with prestidigitation?
You can put candles out, but they don't seem to light.
Okay.
of dinosaurs. I actually have many dinosaurs available.
Yeah. They come in a variety.
They do.
So the only other two that I'm not sure about. What about knock?
Well, you have to basically have something to try it on. Casting the spell without something to try it on, you'll never know if it succeeds.
But does it work on things like buckles on a backpack? I can't remember off the top of my head. But.
I'm not sure, you'd have to look at the description.
So, like, potentially we have got things you could try on.
A
If you
door,
want
a
to
box, a
test it,
chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access.
So, technically a buckle would work.
Yeah. So you could test it if you wanted to.
It seems to unlock a buckle.
Cool.
Cast a 10-minute ritual to undo the buckle that you put in.
You could be real cheeky and cast on Kiki's backpack buckle instead of
Or her
collar.
saddle buckle. Oh no, we don't have horses. Sorry, David.
Thanks.
We don't have horses.
Thanks. Why don't you just get salt and rub it into my open wound?
Oh, and a whole bunch of herd of horses. No.
We can prestidigitate salt into that wound if you like.
Thanks.
The good news is she can't
Unless you
conjure a
already have
lemon
some.
to pour lemon juice instead.
If I don't rely on God, I can polymorph.
You mean this
And
world's awesome?
dinosaur
The fact
into
that I
a
have my horses.
You're not sure polymorph will work here.
Alter self doesn't.
But hey, it's worth a try.
It is worth a try.
What else am I going to do
Okay.
with a fourth level spell slot?
Well, you can actually heighten other spells.
Okay.
Now let's see if I can get a nice little picture.
Another group of spells I can't cast.
I did make the comment to Martin soon after I heard we're going to the Hollow World again. I thought, so just because half the party changed to spellcaster types, we're going to a spot which affects all the spellcasting.
Okay, so you see some large chickens in the distance.
How large?
Category large.
Large enough.
Large chickens.
Okay, Jeremy, you've been here before. I'll give you a history check.
So the Dimitri actually hear us all the dinosaurs or not. Obviously he did. He'll rattle off some random stuff. Having got a whole 10 on his history, or the 3.
Okay, so you do recognize the Allosaurus?
Yeah.
Basically, large creature that is a predator.
That answers that question.
In fact, I do remember now, we definitely did meet some other sources last time, didn't we?
You did. And what you remember about them is they are faster than even most horses.
Yeah. And they're bigger than chickens.
Well, it depends. They may still be descended from. They may be the chicken's ancestors still.
Well, that's true, that's right. But they're still bigger than them. The chickens got
it's-
smaller if they got its descendants.
It's no horse, but I'll give it a go. Although I can't imagine sitting on those spikes would be very fun.
Well, you'd be less likely to fall off.
That is true.
Well, yes. Those beasts can certainly be dangerous.
Less likely to reach it.
Everyone like to hide in a tiny hut. And
Wait,
when they take
did you say there was a herd of them?
Yep.
Allosaurus is a solitary animal, so ask me how I know this.
Because you're a dinosaur buff.
No, because Allosaurus was my favorite dinosaur as a kid!
Apparently, there's a lot of them here.
They're herd animals.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not.
Maybe they're just fighting, running in a pack for
Well, you
Okay.
see,
I can accept it.
these are a cross between an Allosaurus and a Karameikos.
You're it. First of all, no.
So they're pack hunting Allosauruses.
How many did we
Leather
say?
girls.
So is this the time we play Nasty's message?
I don't know. He said when we attack dinosaurs.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm concerned.
So does this mean he votes to attack?
How far away are they at the moment?
They're probably about 200 feet away at this stage, so about 3 rounds away from you.
Didn't bring
Are
my
they heading in our
bow.
direction?
Uh,
They're currently seeing us?
Well, they seem to be herding into your direction.
We're being hunted.
So, Nasty is going to want to find a place where he can, like,
There are
try
trees
and get
around.
to the side or behind one.
Nice, remembered that he's almost dead, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't remember that.
You make it sound like Nasty actually cares.
So that there is Nasty's current hit points.
Okay.
That's okay. He goes and gets himself ready to attack.
Let me just see what items he's got, hey.
Don't worry, he's only on 8 of 55. I'm sure he'll survive this encounter.
If you've got a reach weapon and you know it, clap your hands.
What about a ranged weapon?
No, left it on the horse. Well, I got spears.
I'll pull my longbow out, Martin. So
You pull your longbow out of where?
He does not have anything to help himself.
Where did you put your longbow?
Yeah,
My
we
longbow
discussed
was on my
what
back.
actually he's taking
Yep.
earlier.
I had my mace and shield on myself, so I swapped my shield for my longbow and my mace and my little carry bit.
So one of the things you guys notice is
This is
anything
where
you
it
have in a
is
bag of
sorry.
holding is no
He's
longer
got,
accessible.
like,
No, my little bag of holding was okay. I made sure of that. Double check.
Rye-flour,
So-
dried apples, and sunflower seeds.
As long as I've still got my feet in my magical boots.
Just wait a meeting.
And
Oh,
does Flamin
crap.
have some weird barbarian voodoo he can do?
I think that
He does. He'll challenge them.
Yeah, I'll challenge the leader.
Nasty's going to try and get up a tree out of the way so he doesn't die.
We'll give him a athletics roll to see if he can do so.
Splat KO. New character.
How did he die? Well, there was this tree.
We should try and avoid it if we can. But
Athletics.
they
Yep.
won't avoid us.
So that's 22.
Alright,
Okay, Nasty's
I
up a
will
tree.
start casting Leonard's Tiny Hut. That's a 10-minute ritual.
That's
Don't
okay.
know how
So
rituals work in this land.
so that will take you 100 rounds to cast.
Okay.
So I put you down to starting to cast.
Alright, are you saying that
Certainly, if they
Hang on,
attack,
if we're in rounds, then shouldn't we do initiative right now?
This was about to ask you.
150 feet?
Oh, Martin.
That's fireball range.
Martin, we're actually about to do initiative, so that's why.
Alright,
Apparently, we didn't hide well fast enough. They saw us.
okay.
Wow, that's
I
a
mean, I can make a high roll.
Oh, so Dimitri's said he's still planning on ducking and covering.
That's
So what are people's initiatives?
And he's a MotoGP style.
Nasty's purple.
Great. I'm
And
on a
in
good
very
roll for
typical
a good start tonight
Another
for my
one
rolls. Actually, 8.
Huh, right with you.
8 for Dimitri. He of course wants to see how things are going to turn out before he tells people what they should have been doing first.
Exactly.
But look, you got better than the dinosaurs.
17 for Willie.
I've lost to roll the things on.
So what did Kiki get?
A 16.
Oh, I get advantage on initiative. Yes!
What did Flaming get?
14.
14.
So cheap.
What did Little Miss get?
She got 3.
Well, you still got better
Still
than the
better than the
Allosaurus.
dinosaurs.
What about Raya?
9.
9.
And Nasty got 15.
Nasty. Got 15. Okay, so I'm going to put you all into the initiative.
Yeah, you do that.
How long is the longbow going?
I can tell you that a longbow has a range increment of 150 to a maximum of 600.
You know because you don't currently have yours.
Yeah, there's a H beside the word longbow. And there's a H beside the word lance. What could that mean? Maybe the H means horse.
Too heavy for you to carry normally, so you leave it on your mount.
No, it's just he really likes leaving shit on his horse. And then leaving the horse behind.
It's like, that would never happen, would it?
No.
You know,
Not like when we went into the cave. Or, you know.
if you had paid more attention when we were in Delantry, I'm sure you could have done gained some of that miniaturization paste, just like the goblins and the mage got the caravan.
Hey, Jeremy. Make a massive damage save.
Okay, so
Spirit of solving solutions.
what would Willie like to do now that you've been told of beasties seem to be coming your way?
What enhanced ability would Plummet benefit from most?
Strength?
Strength. Okay.
Duh.
He's going around yelling, "A kingdom for my horse! A horse! A horse! A kingdom for my horse!"
All right. Well, I'll enhance strength then.
Thank you. What do I get?
You get advantage on all strength checks.
Is attacking a strength
I don't
check?
know what this rule means though. It does have a line here about enhancement not being fully.
Not all working the way you expect. You'll find out.
Enhancing things have a limited effect.
If you
I don't.
nerf my strength, Parman's just leaving.
Yeah, returning things to the natural state seems to work.
Well, maybe I'll just cast Fireball.
Return to the state of the style.
That's your range.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you want to cast Fireball instead? I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that.
Cool, crispy chicken.
Fuck,
It
we'd be up
seems
for
to
a
have
good
worked
meal.
in the previous session, but
Now this still is the same day that we arrived, isn't it?
It is still the same day that you
Well,
arrived.
In the sense that we haven't had a rest period to try and restudy any extra spells or anything like that. Obviously, it's still the same day because the day doesn't change.
Very much so. That's why it's still the same day.
But yes, it's still within 12 hours of our arrival.
yes, but we are still dealing with the same useless limited number of spells.
Well, for some people.
Okay. For some others who planned ahead, because they're an Abjurer and twice as valuable.
And didn't share any of that information with the party.
Well, most important the fact that he's a wizard and therefore not limited to a certain selection of spells.
Yeah, alright, Harry, settle down.
Okay, so I will give you some distance.
Yeah, I mean, he's more limited at the moment because he's still got spells left over from this morning when aren't as useful here.
Alright, well, I'll start by casting Enhance Ability Strength on Plummet.
Thank you.
How much distance do I have?
I don't play a fighter.
Okay, I might just increase the
Two
size of
attacks
the
per
battle
attack
map a
action.
little bit.
Does that include that extra attack?
Active action search.
Extra attack.
And that's called Bull Strength.
No, that'll be
In addition to
reference-
the two.
It'll be
Or some
referencing
sort of
each other.
horse thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
So
Okay,
it's two per.
it's horsey strength.
Horsey Strength.
What?
Is
Making
that,
fun of
is
me.
that right, Martin?
What was that?
With the extra attack that Emrys gets,
Yeah.
is that in addition to the 2 attacks per attack action,
no,
or
we-
is that the same thing?
From which the extra attack class feature gives him a second attack on his round.
Yeah.
So normally you only get 1 attack. Extra attack says you get a second attack.
Yeah, so that's why it says 2 attacks per attack action down there, is because of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We're good.
So you can have weapons that give you extra attacks on top of that, but that's a separate thing.
Yeah.
Depends on his training. Okay, so there is a nice little battle map there for you. Don't worry, there's only 6 of them.
Is it 5 per square?
Yep. So I sort of guessed roughly, so that puts them at between 195. Yeah, about 100 and it's roughly about 200 feet
What's
from
their
most of the
speed?
party.
We'll
What's
find
their
out.
speed?
Only because you said they're about
Fast.
3 rounds away from us.
Yep.
Dimitri said they're quick.
So that's roughly 90. No,
Faster
not
than a
90.
horse.
Alright, time for a
you do
wisdom
re-
skill check.
You do realize you
Yeah.
can move twice on a round if you spend your action moving.
Mm.
So technically, they can attack you on the 2nd or 3rd round if they wish to.
Anyway, so wisdom checks from the barbarian.
So
Animal
first
handling.
person up is Willie. What would Willie like to do?
casting in
I'm
hashtag.
casting some Stallion Strength on Plowman.
Okay, let me just check to see how that's going to come into effect.
So if you read page
I mean,
237,
I've seen some items on Wish that might describe that spell very well.
then you can do whatever you like with it.
Okay,
I have to show you what's
Like a baby's arm holding a tennis ball.
so you said 237
That's what I'm
enhanceability.
picturing.
237, Martin. Yeah.
Okay, so Martin, can you give me a skill check associated with your
This is gonna
tradition?
fuck up. This is gonna fuck up so
Is
bad.
that history?
History, because you're a bard, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep.
24.
24. Okay, so you cast the spell onto Playman. As you watch Playman, his muscles seem to almost double in size.
They're rippling.
And they start to ripple, and you can see his entire body start to have all the capillaries burst everywhere as it does so.
Jesus, Martin!
And he takes a little green as well.
My name is Willie, but I'm sorry.
And you even see his clothes start to rip and shred around
He
him.
doesn't really wear too many clothes, to be
Turns
honest.
up the next game with that.
Shirt, pants.
Not so much about the shirt.
I wouldn't put it past nice something.
He's got formal. He's got formal leather
Squirrel. It's like,
leather
what the
clothing
fuck?
for
Yep.
when he decides to
Well,
be
that's
cool,
my
but
presentations, we'll later fix that.
I'm sure they can fix this later. It's just you sort of see him start to hulk out. And now Playman gets to make a Constitution saving throw versus your spell DC.
nope.
What'd you get?
11.
Okay, so apparently he's quite happy with your spell harming him.
Yeah, he's okay with that, I guess.
As long as he's bigger and stronger.
As he does the whole Hulk scream out in pain.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Oh,
like
smash!
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen when the bad guy takes like all of the serum.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Take
what's
that.
going on right now.
Yep. So yes, your spell worked. Congratulations. Not
Oh,
the
right,
way you
yeah,
expected
cool.
it to.
What do I get?
Well, what you get out of it is you get advantage on strength checks, and your carrying capacity has doubled. That's all you get out of
Right,
it.
so I get exactly the effect of the spell.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Just you
Plus
get.
damage.
Yeah, 2 dice rolls.
No damage?
No,
Nope.
No, it just hurts.
Just hurts.
but an attack
Right.
is a strength check.
An attack
I
is.
think.
It's more beneficial for grappling and stuff like that.
You're a grapple.
Attack rolls are not strength checks.
Oh fuck this.
But
thing.
if you're doing the grapple, trip, all the other sort of things like that, they're all strength checks.
Or perhaps a ride check on a dinosaur.
Or a body slam of a dinosaur. Yeah.
No. A grapple check to grab the dinosaur, climb up on its back, and then hold it into place. And throw a rope around its neck to as imitation range. You'll be right.
Is, there,
But that is Willie's action, so now we're up to Kiki.
is there visibly a larger one?
Not yet, but I can put one in there if you like.
Oh shit.
Okay, Kiki will see you play.
We have a suggestion for a larger one to come in there.
Okay, I'm going to start that again.
You're right, a fucking dinosaur.
There are 100.
We want you to live to tell the tale.
Roughly, yes. Coming
overwhelming odds.
Coming the other direction on the path you're currently following.
And it's worked perfectly
Okay.
every time. 100% success rate.
You
I would
weren't
like
Hulk
to-
last time.
There's a longbow.
Yep.
You disadvantage, is
Just
that
means
right?
I've got more chance of
So 200 feet because it's 150 for a normal.
Then he will be at disadvantage, yes.
I will try to
Still
fire a
something
bow
not
at the
to call you
closest
Howard
one of the dinosaurs.
Okay, so for you, because that's where you are, you've got
Yeah.
one at
Looks like a
90,
Howard.
at
Howard.
90,
Howard.
at 95, at
Yep.
185,
With the hair.
185, and 95. So these two are your closest ones.
Oh, then there's ones at 90, are there?
These are at 85.
No, but
190. Okay.
190, yes.
Okay, well, disadvantage. Whatever the one's closest.
That one?
Stefan,
Yeah, here we go.
don't
Let's see what
fight
happens.
Urukai, please.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass, as long as an
If
effort.
you're inviting big dinosaurs, I can invite Urukai.
You're the one who's
Yeah,
going to die
yeah,
from Urukai.
I got a 19 on the dice, man.
You got a 19 on the dice?
Yeah, and I got 20 was a natural 20 on one of the other ones.
Damn!
Okay, so you hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 1. Woohoo!
He's gonna be dead.
4, it dies!
You got 4 total.
4 total, yeah.
So remember, Plummet, don't try and grab that one. Jack's virtually dead now.
I don't give a shit. They're just gonna live through the combat / grab.
But if it's been long enough for you to tame it, you don't want to tame a dead one.
Why do I not see any damage on any of them?
You got damage on it. See that little red line?
Hey guys!
You might want to put that up on there for everybody.
Rounding error.
There you go. So you can see the amount of damage you've inflicted.
Okay, I see that, and as a bonus action, because I'm scared shitless now, I cast Shield of Faith on me, which is a first level abjuration spell.
Unfortunately, you've had your action. You fired.
No, it's bonus action.
Is that a bonus action? Okay.
So
So what page is Shield of Faith? So I can tell you exactly what happens to you.
it's a first level abjuration. It just gives me +2 armor for a duration of 10 minutes. Concentration.
Fuck.
Apparently, someone died.
AKA Gutless Wonders.
It's page 275.
Damn it! Just got it.
While I diced myself.
Turns out you can manually Google like
I
quicker
got
than I
dice
can Google.
everywhere.
Okay, so you cast the spell, and you find yourself surrounded by a shimmering field that thicker than anything you've seen before.
Phrasing. Sorry.
A shimmering field.
Nice shit.
I'm interested
Okay.
to see if that works because my magical armor didn't work
I
against
mean,
natives.
do you have a bow?
No.
Just saying.
Okay, so
Just throw an axe
I'm
at
done
it.
then.
Borrow mine!
Nasty Stump, you're up. Nasty Stump's up a tree. Would Nasty Stump like to do something?
No
yes,
damage.
Nasty Stump would like to use his bonus action
Yep.
to do the thing that I've just lost. To get a second wind.
You know, we are technically fighting dinosaurs now.
So he regains 1d10 plus 7 HP.
Grace.
So he gets 14 HP. And we are now fighting dinosaurs, so I have to play.
He's almost at half hit points.
I want Nasty Stump to insert his metal legs into the dinosaur's anus as my action.
He's going to have an interesting time doing that from up a tree.
Well, he'll have to jump down from the tree.
Which one did you see,
He didn't
Stefan?
say which direction you want the insertion to start from.
So, Nasty jumps off the tree and starts running for the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He made that choice.
Okay, so what's his movement?
I will tell you. So he told me specifically in the car that what he wants to do is get one of his mechanisms as it's retracted, put it up the arse of the dinosaur, and then set it off so it extracts inside the...
Yep.
Extends inside the dinosaur. This is going to kill him. His movement is 25 feet.
So,
It's ballsy, I'll give him that. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh.
So yes, he moves in front of everyone. And he's got his little leg out. All ready to go. Playman! Apparently, someone's challenged you to the ballsy maneuver of the day.
In complete shock.
Playman strong. Playman big. Playman now has disadvantage on intelligence checks.
I literally have no skills that involve intelligence, so real sad about that. Plummet looks really surprised and confused as Stump runs past him.
With the leg held high.
He kind of knows where this is going, and he not throws, but he raises his what's it called again?
Well,
fuck off. Doesn't have one. His spontoon to the air and yells and charges.
Okay. So you take 2 actions to move?
Yeah, well, if Dickhead's gonna run forward, he may as well.
How far can you move?
Probably a lot faster than where he
I know.
is. So let's go full balls to the wall. 40!
Okay, so if you're spending
Yeah, he's a dumbass.
okay, so yes, you've yelled out a challenge and
Yeah, dumbass here runs past him, so he's like,
What he said, meat shield.
I can't even I can't really rage yet too. Actually,
you can bonus
well,
action
I
rage.
know I can. The problem is that will I stay in rage?
You will.
They're gonna run. Yeah.
Dinosaurs are fine way to extend your rage.
Thanks.
Don't worry, they have pounds. They're good.
That was very rage.
Okay, so raging playman, and your muscles get even bigger.
Sure. Too much serum.
It's the equivalent of I've over serumed.
The spell might give you a bonus rage. You might have made sure that the spell went off.
Does that mean I take only a quarter damage? Because that'd be fantastic.
You'll find out.
Turns out I take double damage.
Okay, Raya. Apparently the thing is you charge forward.
We need lots of fireballs, Dimitri.
I'm not resistant to fire.
Well, my
Damage is damage, isn't it?
So there's no one that looks visibly stronger or larger.
Give me an intelligence check. With disadvantage.
No. Oh, the 19 would have been nice. The 5, however.
my shield touch has a range of 120, but they're like 200 away. So
4.
So, no.
Cool.
I won't be able to do a move action
would
and then maybe hit
Be a
them, would I?
wisdom check,
You could.
though.
Have a move of
That would definitely be a wisdom check. Like an
30?
animal handling or insight check.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't get me close enough, does it? Because they're 200. and
How far can you move?
That
30.
really matters to
So
me.
that's not gonna work.
Well, let's see if I move you to 30. That puts you at 160.
Yeah, it's too far.
Would you
away.
like to not do that move?
Sure. Let's not do that move, and then I'd like to do the what's it called? Is it hold spell? No, the
Shoot
I
yourself
wanna-
and run.
prepare a chill touch cantrip for the next one that comes close enough. Is it hold action? No.
You want to ready in action?
Ready in action, yeah.
Yeah, it's ready. Isn't
So
it?
whenever something gets in range, you're going to hit it
Yeah.
for chill touch?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means as
Whenever
soon
a
as it-
dinosaur, not whenever something gets in range. Whenever a dinosaur
Hello.
gets in range.
Do you consider Playman a dinosaur?
I mean,
No.
kind of.
Not yet. We'll discuss that later.
In the respect that they're both dead.
Okay, so you have ready in action. Dimitri to the rescue.
I cannot wait to turn one of these things into my mount and give it barbarian levels.
Sure.
3.
Okay, I just have to fix the initiative here because apparently it didn't like the initiative I gave it.
What level away?
Or the
4. 4 barbarian levels. Could you imagine a raging Allosaurus?
Yep.
I'd rather not.
What if it was fighting on your side?
Maybe if you could actually control it.
You can animal handle it. They can bait it into submission. I can't. Please help me. Please stop me.
It's alright. You've got a specialist veterinarian helping you out.
So what would Dimitri like to do?
Okay, Dimitri's going to use a
You're up for...
a hide action.
Yep.
He's currently doing a
Take cover first up, get himself nicely. What am I? 19 on stealth,
Yep.
and
You
then
fucking asshole.
a bonus dash action to move 30 feet, basically along the top of the map. So basically getting yourself a bit of a distance away from other people, but also
So up to there.
actually no, make it go down instead, since I haven't realised who I was at that point in the party. So yeah, so 30 feet down, yeah, hidden there. And
You've hidden, you've moved, and
I'm guessing I'm still more than 150 feet away from them at the moment. So
you're at 180.
yeah, okay. Well, actually, I can probably do that, can't I? No, that's not worth giving away position for. Actually, no. He'll actually have a good look, and just to confirm that these are Allosauruses that you've seen before, and more importantly, that there's no one currently riding them.
Okay. That's always a good thing to look for.
So he's got a little perception to confirm exactly what we're up against. 21 for perception.
Okay, from what you can see, they seem to be a group of Allosaurus working together, but don't seem to have a rider.
No, that's okay then. So they're wild Allosaurus pack, and there's only 6 of them, isn't there?
6 of them that you can see.
Yeah.
That's okay, but with 21 perception, I haven't spotted any others hiding up behind us or anything like that.
No, you have not.
Cool. Done.
Okay. That brings us to Little Miss.
Hmm.
The last person to act before the
Where am I?
Allosaurus is
Oh, there. Okay. I'm going to move my 30 feet across.
Okay. I just have to change ownership. Okay. There, I should now be able to move it over here. So you want to go 30 feet that way?
No, not backwards. Just straight across. Yeah,
That way?
there. And what am I?
160 feet.
160.
155 from that one though. Angles are good for you.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point
Yep.
to double the range of my Chaos Bolt
Yep.
to 240 feet.
Okay. Do you know where the Chaos Bolt comes from?
It's an evocation. In Xanthus Guide to Everything.
Okay.
Sorry, it took me a second to register what you said.
Oh, good. Give me a
Skill check?
skill check.
Of what?
Arcana would be for you because you're a sorcerer.
18.
18. Okay, so did you hide in it? Or are you casting as a first level spell?
I'm casting as a first level spell.
Okay. Roll 2d8.
2d8.
2d8?
Yeah.
So not 2d8 plus 1d6?
Roll 2d8 first.
Okay. Shouldn't I do a spell attack roll?
No.
No? Okay.
That's the thing about magic.
I got doubles. Double fours.
It's Monopoly. You can.
Oh no! Sorry, you make a range. You do make a ranged spell attack roll against it. So do your ranged attack roll first.
Nice.
What is my spell attack?
Your proficiency plus your
3.
relevant modifier. 3 plus 4.
Yeah, spell attack plus 7. So it's 23.
23. Okay, that is definitely a hit.
Yay.
And what do you get on your 2d8s?
I got 2 4s.
2 4s. Okay.
So normally with
So
doubles,
as you throw out your bolt, you notice 2 bolts fly out, not one.
That's awesome.
okay.
One's going towards your target, and one's sort of veering off.
Uh-oh, that's less awesome.
Okay, so now roll 2d8 plus 1d6 for damage. Apparently, you've duplicated the effect of your dice.
That's terrible. 5.
6.
6. That's 6.
So you got 6.
Yeah.
And okay, so which one were you aiming for? The one of these?
The lower one. Yep, that
Yep.
one.
One they call my kid.
It
Good joke, Jeremy. Good joke.
and I'm making that acid
Focus fire for the
damage.
win.
Actually, it is random because it's Chaos Bolt. You don't actually get to choose.
No, you do. So the number rolled on the die. Choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that die determines the attack damage type as shown below, and I'm choosing the one where I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you're
it's
doing acid.
acid.
Okay, and roll again. The damage.
Oh, why couldn't it have been this one?
That's okay.
So that's 17.
Choose the type of damage then.
Wow.
Oh, well, I rolled 6 on both of those, so that is poison.
Okay, Flamin takes that poison damage.
Oh no, this is not cool. Oh, there's no other targets within 30 feet of him, is there? That's good. Because I rolled doubles on the d8s, and when that happens, you meant to roll again for arcing energy. 17 poison, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Sorry, it's got big muscles, it'll be fine.
So how much damage?
Takes longer to go through his body.
14.
17.
17.
That hurt a lot.
Ow.
Well, look, you're quite you did this meaty thud and this sort of tink.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
So
so
lucky you're not within spear range. Javelin range. Although at this point, it's so angry and big, you might be.
Hey, at least you're now green.
It ain't easy being green.
Thanks, Kermit.
That's one hell of a rainbow connection. Fantastic. Bring your pretty face
actually,
to
I
my
think I did
axe.
that incorrectly. I did do that incorrectly.
No, you did it perfectly. That's exactly where it needs to be, Martin.
Going back one. And he gets to move an additional.
No. No, that's inappropriate.
What if he's moving
That's
twice?
alright,
It
if it's
can't
double
attack,
move,
right?
it can't attack you.
That's not
Well, except the charge ability.
Oh yeah.
When
Yep,
does the
yep.
ready action kick in?
When someone comes within your range. So
Pretty sure
actually,
that's within
technically,
range.
yeah. Technically,
and that
as
should be
soon
what's
as
your range?
120.
so as soon as he hit a
Yep.
120 feet,
And
Which
very
would have been where I stopped him roughly.
very doubt it's going to matter.
So
anyway.
do your attack roll.
Okay, I'm using twin spell with chill touch.
Yep.
Remember that time Plumber got eaten by an Allosaurus? I remember that.
No one remembers that way. They all
Ah.
died.
I made it at a time he got eaten by a big chicken.
Oh fuck, I'm dropping everything today. Sorry.
Could be worse things to drop.
Yeah.
You drop it like it's hot. Got my roll out, my pouring Sean down because I got to get it rich and got to go on. Go ahead, kidding on.
First one's 14, second one's no. First one's 13, second one 14.
Okay, both of them actually missed.
Oh, okay.
That sucks.
Yeah, I rolled pretty badly.
At least you didn't hit Plumber.
How have you got like +7?
And that was that an evocation spell?
No, it's necromancy.
Necromancy.
It's
it's your proficiency plus your casting modifier.
relevant modifier.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I've been
So what
selling
did you
myself
actually
short.
get?
Yeah.
I was using that one. I need to use that one. Okay, so what I actually got was 15 and 16.
So one of them hit.
Yay!
Okay, one of them hit.
The 16
You have been
hit.
selling yourself short.
Apparently.
So, well, hey, you're the one who determines how well you hit things.
Yeah. Well, so that's. So it takes 2d8. No, so 5 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. How much did you do?
5. Necrotic. And that was a waste of a
Another dying one.
twin spell.
Jeremy, we need to talk about your understanding of the concept of dying. Is it in the same way that we're all dying slowly?
Oh, no, because these guys don't die that way down here.
Personally, I have questions. Plumman doesn't care. It's fantastic. Clap your hands like a stegosaurus.
I see the thing. See, this is where the fireball spell really does really well. Just around playing. So,
Yeah, with an ally in the middle of everyone else. Go for it.
There we go. They've had their turn.
Yeah, we found out last session that he doesn't have evasion.
doesn't it? Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was a good discovery. We all know now, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
What's
And the real problem for him, of course, is the fact that
No, the battle is the rest of the battle.
Okay.
Dimitri's not going to be there to provide his own shield to protect him from the explosion.
Fantastic. Great.
So, Willie is now available. What would Willie like to do? As you see, Playman suddenly gets surrounded by big chickens.
If there is a point to throw to move up a bit closer, throw the fireball 120 feet with a 20-foot radius to not kill Playman. That would be good.
Well, look at it this way. There's 100 feet there.
All right, move it a little bit south.
Well, I'll actually bring up the template for you, so you can actually choose where you actually want it to drop.
Okay.
So what is it? It's a burst, isn't it? 30-foot burst or 40-foot burst?
It's a 20-foot radius. What does it say?
20-foot burst.
Yeah.
But remember, it was only a few hours ago that Dimitri tasked one that had a 40-foot radius.
Accidentally.
See, look, you can actually hit all of them there.
Acts of purpose.
Yeah, but he had a duration.
Look, it's probably, looking at a cost-benefit analysis, I would say Plumman is screwed, so you may as well do as much damage as possible. Plumman, however, says you're a dick if you cast the spell.
I can hit 4 or maybe 5.
You could go down a
You
bit
can
and
actually hit all of them.
and still hit 4, at least maybe 5. But
So if you don't hit Plumman, you can hit that amount. As long as the spell works as expected.
Okay, let's do that.
assuming everything goes right and you don't get this.
Okay, give me
Alright.
a history roll.
Yes. That's me singing "Come On Baby, Light My Fire."
I'll give you advantage on that history roll.
Good, because I rolled a 2 and a 13. And a 13 gets me a 21.
Okay, so and it's a 3rd level spell.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay, so spell seems to go off without a problem. Roll damage.
Okay. So that's 8d8
No.
of fire.
Isn't it actually
She's
six?
looking for me.
Sorry, 8d6.
It's cute.
Yeah.
She's a little too.
Sorry.
Oh, that's worse. Yeah,
I don't have 8d8, so that's.
well, I'm just saying that, yeah. But I'm looking back to, yeah, I guess Dimitri was lining up to his, so.
Okay.
I think I'm trying to 86.
33 damage of fire. Dex saving.
So 33 damage.
DC 16.
Okay. Dex saving throw against DC
Gone a long way away.
16. So I'll do the top one. It fails. So how much damage was it?
33.
The one right below Playman succeeds, so it takes
16.
the one next to it.
All those
Succeeds.
dreams about the hollow world being a bad place. I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Okay, so next one.
I'm liking these odds. Plyman will cry.
Especially with talk of Dimitri doing a damage casting spell.
Okay, so that was your spell effect.
And he's a wizard, he could do a cold version.
So you're liking those odds there?
Did I get damaged?
No.
No, you did in a way that I didn't get damaged.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Anyway,
fire appeared in front of you and whoosh!
nice one. Can somebody kill all these so I can go and wrestle that one that's still alive? Or is this like Pokemon where you've got to wrestle the damaged one? I mean, throw a Pokeball at it.
Okay, so that's done, and that brings us to next person, who is Kiki.
Kiki realised that her arrows are not doing much work here right now. So she drops the bow, gets the shield and mace out, and
Yep.
runs 40 feet to save Plowman.
What?
Well, it's still Kiki, so it's not like it actually gets that far.
I think you need backup, that's all, because you're by yourself. So.
I was amused.
Kiki just fucking charged.
Protest that went through that said the bow's not doing much damage, so I'll bring my hand weapon with my mighty strength to shoot the deal with.
Hey, I've got an armor class of 20 at the moment. I'm
Yeah.
probably 10,000 hits. So.
Turns out it's AD&D. She casts Shillelagh and just kills all of the
So
dinosaurs.
Nasty moves at 25, doesn't he?
Yep.
So does Nasty do a double move now that he's not?
Oh,
up
yeah.
through?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he makes it that far. He's getting ready to insert.
Well, that's pretty good, since he's on one leg
I think we might have to go with Pokemon rules on this one.
and carrying the other.
And go with the
Kiki's
tired
now
one.
worried about Nasty.
Playman.
Cool. Just fire around him. Giant dinosaurs. I mean, what are
It's very
dinosaurs?
clear how we got to 8th level.
Is it? Because I've got some questions. Yeah, let's start Hulk smashing, I guess.
Yep.
Can we make 5 foot steps without provoking? Is that a thing? No, I don't think it is.
It's you can move, but if you leave a threatened space of a creature, then you
yeah,
provoke.
because that's what withdraw or whatever the hell that thing's
Yep.
for.
Remember, you can move before and after your action.
You can, yes.
Yeah, that still doesn't help me when I'm literally surrounded by dinosaurs.
I know.
You don't have some sort of like wielding arc attack thing.
No, I have take half damage from literally everything that isn't magical damage. Or poison damage. Thanks, by the way.
Perfect choice.
Yeah, I can fight all of these guys. Fantastic, loving it. Except if they had poisonous arrow bolts shooting at the back of my head.
It just had this dinosaur symbol there. She was saving you from a parasite.
Nah. Anyway, do we get 2 attacks yet?
Have you got multi-attack?
No, we only get 1. I'm mixing up versions. I only get 1 attack. Can you
Yeah, you do, because you spend a total.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a barbarian, like a fighting type.
Yeah.
It's
Do I have-
If you're a
So-
pure barbarian, then you should technically be up to multi-attack.
We're missing a couple of things in here, I think.
Well, D&D Beyond is quite good at making you miss things.
In fact, you get extra attack at 5th level.
Cool.
Yeah, you only get 1 extra attack, while a fighter can get extra attacks.
Shut up, Mark.
Hey,
No, thank you.
you
Alright.
feel a bit of a heat from a dwarf kind of in your mind saying "fuck off."
So I've got
Yeah,
a question.
okay, yeah.
I already had advantage on strength checks.
Yep. You don't get any extra advantage, you're still at advantage.
Damn it.
That hasn't improved your condition at all.
Okay. I will
You're still not green.
Yeah, he's
I
green, just doesn't
will.
do anything extra.
Attack. The one that Nasty is on. Do you think our rectal thermometer is going to do some serious damage?
Doubtful.
Probably
I
not.
just don't think so. All right,
The
let's
best will tell us if he has a cold or not.
attack the one that Nasty's on. 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
Fantastico. Can I roll a d6, please?
Of course you can.
Thank you kindly. I haven't used this weapon yet. And 8. 13 damage.
You hit him.
That's not enough damage. Anyway, oh sorry, hang on. Wait. 15 damage. So just one. And second attack. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Damage. I feel useless. Next.
Okay, so
Did you say you only got one attack?
We found out that we get 2.
his character sheet says he gets 1, but he actually gets 2.
Yeah.
For the same reason that he does?
That he's a barbarian at 5th level gets a second attack.
Right.
Each character class will get an extra attack at different levels,
Yeah.
and fighters get extra
Except
attacks.
sorcerers.
So sorcerers and wizards and
But fighters, you said get extra.
Yeah, that's right. The non-fighter types will never get extra attack.
Actually, that's
Yeah,
a really
so
good point. I
that,
see where
that's
you're
why I
going
was
there.
asking about. That's mine.
Oh.
That's why I was asking
Why
about
did I
Nasty
even take
because
it? I'm so sorry.
he's a 7th level fighter.
Stole that.
So.
Several fighter will get an extra attack, but not a third attack. I'll base that on Bradshaw. So.
Yeah, no, I don't know that that's entirely true. Can I look at the
Aren't
word?
they able to get an extra attack for their bonus action or something?
Can you zoom in? Enhance.
okay,
that
so
just says-
the 3 attacks in a round coming at 11th level,
At 11th. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Can I?
and 4 attacks at a round come in at 20th.
Wow. Okay.
No. We're talking about a different thing here. Can we go back up?
You also have action surge, which will give you
Extra
4
attack.
attacks in the 1 round.
You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
And then
Does that mean that you
action surge
can?
allows him to.
You only get 1 attack, 1 action a round,
True. Yep. Gotcha.
unless you
Yeah.
take action surge, which gives you a second action in a
Yeah.
round.
Here. Please use that.
So, Raya, apparently fire good.
Yeah, well,
Hey Martin, did we do the second damage on the dinosaur or
Yeah, can't you tell?
top left? Is it? Okay, I'm gonna work
Yeah,
out.
he did.
You did it? Okay, cool. Just let
Yeah.
that check. That's all.
so what's the current ranges from me to the dinosaurs?
They are, let's see. So that one is 70. That one is 70. That one is 75. Playman is 75. That one is 75.
Oh, gotcha.
Nasty is 75. And that one is 85.
Do you have a range
Right.
of 70?
And that
I'll
one's
have
85.
to move maybe 15 because I'm just out of range.
So that's 15.
Yep, and now I should be within 60 of at least 2 of them.
That is within 60. That's within 60. That's within 60. Playman's within 60.
No.
That's within 60.
I'll go for
Nasty's within
the
60.
bottom 2 if that's
Yep.
okay. So
What spell are you casting?
I'm casting Ray of Sickness. It's a 60-foot necromancy. I'm using Twin Spell, which allows me to cast it on a nearby secondary.
And give me a Arcana roll to go with that.
Cocked. Well, that was even worse. Do the Arcana roll first. Oh, so Arcana roll first.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it might not go off at all.
Okay. I guess that's a single roll. That's. I think it's just 17.
17.
Just
Yep.
so you know, Nasty gets advantage to his attacks because I'm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, roll your damage. They seem to go off.
Okay. Do they hit?
Well,
No, no,
you
you
still
do
got to
the
do your range.
attack.
You
Yeah,
still got to do your
you
hits.
do your spell attack.
That was your casting a spell. Now you've got to do your hitting.
Right. Okay.
Because not all spells work.
Right.
And a lot of the energy-based spells require a roll to actually use.
That's pretty good. One is a 25. The other one is a 20.
Okay, they both hit.
And
Now roll 2d8.
casting them at 4th.
Well, you've got to state that before you actually roll anything. But we
Oh,
can
do
do
you?
that now, yes.
Oh, well then
Because-
I'll do the standard then.
Because basically you pick the spell slot, you use it, you use up the resource. And if the spell doesn't go off, the miss.
Have mercy on him because
I know.
he's
That's why I'm actually
but
talking him
for
through it.
future reference.
Well, you can do it at 4th level this time, but
Yeah.
normally that's the...
In future.
I didn't set it beforehand. It's only fair.
Well, I normally do it, give them the first time they make the
Yeah, you
mistake,
didn't know
and
any
then after they make the mistake, then they know better. So you can do it at 4th level this time, which means you're doing it...
But next time you get
So
cursed.
it's 2d8 standard.
So that means it is
3d8? So 5d8?
5d8, yes.
Okay, so
So 1d8 for every level above
Yeah.
first, and he did it on 4th level as
Yeah.
well.
So you get 5d8. Do you need more d8s?
I've got 2 here.
Let me try that again with d8s.
I've got 5 at home for healing if I have to heal again.
Okay,
You
that
can heal at the moment.
No, I can't.
Oh, just because your god's not listening.
21.
My God is listening. He has
22.
faithful vengeance on you,
22
Dimitri.
for the
Anyway.
first one. It's poison damage apparently, and it needs to make a constitution saving throw.
Well, normally you do one roll for all the damage to save lots and lots of rolling.
Oh, okay, so that's it then?
It generally simplifies things
Okay.
easier. Otherwise, because say you had 6 targets, then you'd have
Right.
to roll the damage that
That
you
makes
get.
sense.
And like fireballs, you can technically roll the fireball damage for every target.
Okay, yep.
But
Yeah.
as a simplification, we do it for
Yep.
one. And so it was 22 damage.
Yep, poison. I need to make a con save apparently.
Oh, cool.
Oh, apparently no con save.
Oh, they're susceptible to poison.
Yeah, just like me.
Oh, ooh, I think somebody's upset.
But you got to remember also that often when you got to roll, if you have to roll a spell attack, often they don't get a save.
And also, if you get a lot more than you need, the spell can have extra effects.
Yes.
Right.
So sometimes it does more damage, sometimes it does less.
Yeah.
Sometimes extra spells go off.
Yeah.
The nature of the whole world is...
Sometimes get a doubling effect. It goes randomly somewhere.
Okay.
So yes, first kill to Raya.
Nice.
And guess what? They're now poisoned. I thought you'd like that additional thing to put in there.
Poison corpses.
So,
Hey,
Dimitri.
does that mean he's poisoned? Like the
shot the
condition
flopper?
poisoned?
No, unless
No,
your
no,
Chaos
it
Bolt
doesn't.
actually gives the additional poison, but I can roll and see.
No, no,
so,
let's not. Let's
so,
not. Let's
could-
not. No, let's not. It's just a question. It wasn't a suggestion.
But it was quite a nice
Okay, Dimitri will cast a fireball centered on a location a little bit just past the last dinosaur.
No, thank you.
Back away, further away. We'll avoid deliberately hitting friendlies.
Okay, so that's an accidentally hitting friendlies.
Yeah, go down another one. And then down another one. And across one more. Yeah. Probably
That'll
come
do it.
back a little bit from that.
You can go down a bit.
Yeah, okay. The idea being that this way, you aiming to hit the dinosaurs, but aiming to give them a little bit more space in case the fireball leads up just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I'm getting singed. Because even if it's 5 feet, it'll still burn me.
So,
Well, the other one, the thing is right at that edge. So
5 foot lag. A 5 foot diagonal down. I think we'll still hit all of them without actually get further away from all the friends. But Arcana check of where are we?
34!
No. 18.
18. And what level did you cast it at?
Level 3.
Level 3. Yep, it has no problems going off.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to supercharge.
That's good.
Lucky I did that practice with the fireball
Yeah,
first. Excellent.
Yeah, isn't
Refined my specialty.
No, why?
Oh, okay, well, that's right. For some reason I thought he ate half the vegetable risotto and didn't like it. But it turns out he'd eaten half the mushroom and chicken
Yeah, no.
risotto.
He's careful about meat because he can't have seafood, and often
28 fire damage.
people like inspire.
28 fire damage?
Yeah.
A reflex save for half with a
That's fine. 'Cause I
spell
thought he ordered the vegetable one.
DC of 15.
So I've got 2 chicken and a mushroom. Is that correct? Oh, okay.
Just sending a message.
I don't know why I thought there was a vegetable one.
Okay. So spell DC of 15, and what sort of DC is it?
Reflex.
Reflex.
Reflex, yeah.
Luckily, I prepared a bookmark earlier.
That is lucky.
Okay.
Almost like you thought we might eat them.
So, starting with the top. Sorry, putting books down so I don't drop them everywhere. Oh. So, how much damage did you do?
28.
28.
If there's only one that succeeds, I'm happy to make it feel bad with my cutting words.
Yep, 1 did succeed.
You're useless. You chicken-shaped little piece of crap.
Okay.
Pretty sure cutting words is an enchantment
Yeah.
and won't work.
There you go, Jeremy. There's all your damage.
There you go.
Reverse of Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. So, do you want to do any movement?
No, I'm pretty happy there. But I will use the bonus action to re-hide myself.
Guys, look out! Kiku's coming!
Hang on, I've got the
Glendomis is up next.
Yep.
That's not much better.
Yes, she is.
There
Right.
she is.
A high check of 12.
So, even most of the party can see you. You're doing well. Was that a natural one?
Well, that was with advantage. I rolled a 3 and a 6.
Wow.
Right. So the feather dance isn't quite working.
You see Kiki waving at you going, hey, Dimitri, hey.
What, in between her war cry?
She doesn't yell yet. She hasn't yelled out a war cry yet. It's okay.
How far am I from that top dinosaur?
Careful, she's a clever girl.
50 feet. Or 40 feet from Nasty, or 50 feet from
Can you
Layman,
stop?
or 55 from,
He can't help himself. He's been a while
That
since
is
he's had to throw players.
or 25 from Kiki.
One character's enough for us. Come on, settle down.
Oh, I gotta get those distances in for people.
So I'm going to cast this. It's a 3rd level spell. I'm casting at 4th level.
Yep. Which one?
Sorry, just give me one sec.
Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah, so it's called Blackened Heart. It's from the Compendium of Forgotten Secrets.
Which one's that one? I don't even have that book.
I sent you a link to the book when I did this character, which was some time ago. So what it does is, it's a necromancy spell. I reach out towards a living creature that I can see. The target must make a constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
If it fails, its body is filled with vile poison. It takes, because I'm doing it 4th level, it takes 12d6 poison damage at the start of its next turn. If it's reduced to 0 hit points before the start of its next turn, the poison explodes outwards in a shower.
Jesus!
And creatures within a 10-foot radius of the target must make a dex saving throw or take poison damage.
What did I say? Vulnerable to
Give me an
poison!
Arcana
You're
roll.
more than 10 foot away!
Not for
Give me an
long!
Arcana roll.
What about when I'm grappling it?
Why
So I
would you
thought
do
I
such
thought
a
it
silly
was
Because
thing?
that was my
an
plan.
arrow, and I didn't
Because he
know.
doesn't know, and he's got an intelligence
This
check.
might not work yet.
You mortally wounded one of them.
12.
Okay, you expend the energy,
Don't you
but
dare.
nothing happens.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so the spell slot gets taken up.
Spell slot gets taken up, but nothing happens.
That's right, sorry, Jeremy. I think that
And
was
you have
how
extreme
one of
pain
the
through your head as something
You
went
mortally
wrong.
wounded one.
Yes, little toe, little toe. Could be a big toe, could be a big toe.
Do you wish to move?
No.
Okay. Now we have... Okay, he's actually still alive. Don't know how he survived, but he's still alive. He moves in and he attacks Playman, because Playman's the closest one technically, and he was running at him.
Nasty's closer.
It's just heading up for you to jump on it.
Okay, so even it's going for Nasty, odd it's going for Playman.
Oh, just attack Plarman.
Even it's going for Playman.
Plarman's more noisy.
So it has...
That's literally what I'm here for.
it tries to bite you.
It's unfortunate for it.
Apparently it tries quite well, and it hits an armor class of 25.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so 2d10.
Sure, I'm glad you guys killed half of them before they got here.
That was one off maximum damage.
Great.
We also have healing spells that are going to not work for you.
So it does
Is that-
23 damage on its bite.
What kind of damage?
Piercing damage.
Fantastic.
So with your damage reduction, that actually works out to be 23 damage, because it was going to double otherwise.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not great.
If you go native.
Okay, see what healing skills that will not work now.
Still got 53 health. Shut up.
Okay, and I believe they only get one attack.
Good.
Oh, I like that idea, nothing's
Now
very
you could do the
Watch that last step. Also, next Allosaurus.
Next one attacks you.
Sure, I'm glad it didn't attack
And
Nasty.
it gets a 22.
Yeah, that hits just.
That's okay. At this stage, you know that armor class bonus? Don't add armor.
You mean my natural ability? Really?
That's the target number against these guys.
Oh, right, okay, right. I thought you were talking about my actual ability of having armor without wearing armor.
Well, that bit still works.
I fucking hope so.
Okay, so he does, with your damage reduction, 16 after damage reduction.
Thank you. How many
And
HP does it say I have left there?
it says you have 19 out of 75.
Okay.
Okay, those ones shouldn't be coming up. He's had his go. So this guy, he does a step and attacks Nasty. It hits armor class 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that makes it
Remember how Nasty had this awesome idea of...
so that is 38 damage.
Yeah. Is it twice as max though?
No.
that limb
It's
threatening.
not 150.
So he's going to be doing his death saving
It's got
soon.
75 health.
No, he's got
What?
60.
Oh, really?
So he should be changing his initiative to when the creature went. He's and he's finished his turn. So basically what's supposed to happen is when you get taken down by a creature, your initiative resets to that creature's turn.
Yeah.
And
So that it's
you
a full round before
Basically
you...
have a full round before You have to make a saving throw.
That's real.
I've
That's
been-
surprisingly fair.
Well, I came across that rule in one of the books, and I'm just going to apply it to all of them to make it fairer for everyone on death saves. So you don't have to make a death save until a round has passed since you got taken down.
Yeah, that's cool.
It gives party more time to potentially help.
Yes. Okay. And so it is Willie's turn. You've just watched Nasty break a leg.
Do exactly what we knew he'd do.
Okay, well, I'll cast Healing Spirit. I think I'll just check the range on it. So it's in Xanathars.
Yep.
It's level 2.
What school?
Good question.
And
Conjuration.
be aware that a lot of conjurations don't work.
I think you said they're a bit weaker.
Some of them don't work at all.
Oh, let's find out.
Especially anything that summons or contacts spirits.
Right, well, that will be summoning a Healing Spirit. So basically, the idea is I move forward 30 feet. My Boots of Elven Kind give me an extra 5 feet on top of normal half-and speed. And then I was going to cast this, but maybe it'll fail.
Okay, what's it called again?
It's called Healing Spirit. It's on page 157 of Xanathars.
So I'm trying to give you the most chance of things working.
Because certainly, like healing itself has a reasonable chance of working on the idea of enhancing one piece of work.
So you move 15 foot forward, you said?
Yeah, so the idea is summon a spirit.
30, I think.
30 feet forward.
30 foot forward, there's 30 foot forward. And it is a bonus action, so you still have your full action. Okay, so I'm going to have to say that no, it does not work here. You don't even get a roll.
Okay. Alright, I'll leave an issue roll. Alright, so that's the bonus action gone. I'm 30 foot closer to these guys. So the actual healing spell, healing word, is probably isn't worth doing right now because they're still getting smashed.
Did you want to try healing word?
I'll just throw a dagger at one of them. One of the bad guys.
The one that's really, really, really
Well,
hurt?
healing word is an
Yeah.
evocation, so there is a chance that
Yeah,
it
well,
will
there's-
supercharge.
but there's actually a good chance of this dagger sticking in the throat of this half-dead dinosaur.
It's a long range, so isn't it?
That's a 30 to 80 foot as an expert.
Okay, yeah. So it's long range, but yes.
Still
So
So, they are at disadvantage. So, which one do you want to go for? The mostly dead one?
Yeah, so... Right, even at 80 foot with expert?
it means it's long range, so therefore you get disadvantage on the attack roll.
So you've got two numbers. The first number is what you get normally. The second number is how far you can do it with disadvantage.
Alright, unfortunately I've got a 3, so that's a 9 to hit.
So 9 to hit. Okay, so your dagger bounces and sticks into the dirt. Probably about here somewhere.
Okay, sorry team.
That's okay. It was nice and impressive.
I sort of danced forward, failed to cast a spell, and then it failed to hit with a dagger.
So it's a full
But
count.
it's very quite showy. I mean, it's billowing a cloak and...
Yeah, but it did look cool.
Yeah.
But Willie always looks impressive when he does everything.
That's right, that's my turn.
Did you do it for one of those Sailor Moon sort of tosses?
But I'll say that reaction ready, that cutting word for someone to fail save.
Okay, so Kiki, you're up. Apparently you get to finally reach your destination and chop things down.
You have reached your destination.
I see the limp body of. Oh, hey, hang on, Dave.
Just giving you options. You can move if you can move 30 feet. You can reach any of them.
I'm going to go 25 feet diagonally about, like, from Stumpy.
There.
I'm in shock because, I've never seen Stumpy drop like that before because I've only been here recently. So
That's
I haven't
cute.
seen the history of Stumpy yet. And I go, no, Stumpy, don't die on me.
Seventh time I've seen this.
And then I'm
Well,
going
take it out of the next year.
I'll cast a level 1 cure wounds spell.
Okay, so
This is going to test this out.
first time we're gonna have cure magic used for quite a while.
No, I'm sure I'll try that.
Nerd!
So that's the heal level 1.
Just a level 1, yeah. So I've also got the I'm life domain, so I get extra healing.
So is this using your life domain stuff?
No, this is just using cure wounds. So it's a level 1 spell. It's a evocation spell. I'll check that.
It is evocation, so give. So
Well,
is it the actual heal spell or is it cure?
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Sorry. Too many systems,
Okay.
so the base spell names are too different. Okay, so it is an evocation spell. Give me a roll.
Legion check.
Nope. What a
Religion check.
Or
Religion
Religion
check.
check.
Yep. Okay.
Cleric, type religion.
Oh god, here we go. It's going to be fun.
As you chant to your god.
Bring your dice out listening.
10.
Okay, so 10 was enough to make me drop my food. And apparently you feel the inadequacy of your prayers as nothing happens.
Obviously, healing spells don't work in the hollow world.
What a reroll.
And you have you'd like to re-roll it?
Oh yeah,
I'll
do
I'll
that.
give it a reroll.
We do have a re-roll available.
Hell yeah.
I'll give it a... Come on. Okay, chuck that dice away. Get another dice.
Does that hit the wall?
No,
Yay!
it does hit the window.
20. 20 total.
Natural 20?
No, 17 and 3. It was a medicine check, or even better, but my religion is not as good as my medicine. So.
Okay, so that means that the spell does go off, and it still hurts because you had to, force it. So roll a d8 and add your spellcasting ability modifier.
And any healing you do to Nasty, you take off you.
Do I?
Don't give him ideas, Jeremy.
Jeremy, just stop this, please.
Jeremy,
Okay,
you know
so-
how you're doing that breathing thing? Just
Jeremy, I don't know some days.
Jeremy's played with me enough to know that I have those ideas.
Here to help.
Okay, just get me
And I've
right.
played with you long enough to know that you get those ideas and still make use of them.
Spellcast modifier is... Okay.
So to begin with, I'm zeroing Nasty to say that you've actually stabilised him to begin with.
Yay, stability.
That's 10. It's 16 total because I've got the life domain special skill like extra healing. So
No, that means it
16
doesn't succeed.
16 total for Nasty.
He feels
Come back
healthier.
to me, Nasty.
That's good.
That seemed to be very effective.
That's alright.
Shit, a brick.
And that ends your turn.
Then I look at the dinosaur that's trying to bite him and say, leave him alone. He's only a nasty stump.
Pick on someone your own size.
Yeah, I say that.
Yeah, like
I pick on someone your
Plummet.
own size.
It's your turn.
Who would Plummet like to pick on?
I mean, going by Pokemon rules, I should be grappling that one in front of me now.
Did that one fail a save that I can hook enhance? Or anything useful?
Enhance.
The one that's almost dead.
I can use my reaction to do cutting words, which will penalise a save.
It's an
Of
enchantment.
D8.
It's an enchantment, it probably won't work. Also,
Well, I don't know, it's a class ability, I don't know.
You can always, it's worth trying.
It's still a
Alright.
form of
I
charm.
mean,
I'm gonna
I just
poke
wanna
this
make
one.
it
Pretty
easy.
sure.
Jumping compulsions. Generally.
That'll be hard.
I'm gonna poke this one in front of me.
Because that's half my spells are enchantments and charms that do not work here.
Yeah, I get that enchantments and charms don't work. But if it's a class ability and not a spell.
It may be different.
Surely it has a, if it's a type
But
of
isn't
magic,
it
it
a-
has a base.
17
Is
to
it a type
hit.
of magic?
17 to hit.
Cutting words.
It
Yeah,
is a
sure
it is a magic spell.
Oh, is it?
Cutting words is basically a magic ability. Alright, how much did you get when you hit?
17.
You hit.
Cool. The first one missed. It was pretty awkward.
It might not be in this book.
10.
And that's the one you were attacking?
Yeah.
Class ability.
No, the dead,
A bard
dead.
ability.
The
Yes.
dying one.
The dying one you're going for?
Yeah,
Will you do 10 damage?
yeah. If it doesn't die, I'm gonna cry. Thank fuck.
But you take 2 swings.
Yeah.
You are feeling the pain.
I am, in fact. The pain is what I am feeling.
At least you're still enraged.
At least. Next is.
God.
Rhea.
So there's those two left.
Yep. Layman took one down.
Oh, did you? I thought you were going to try and tame these things.
He's struggling.
I'm dying.
Okay.
And you just
If there's
watched
one
them-
left at the end, I will definitely jump on its back. Until then,
You watch one of them ravage his
More like
friend.
demoralizing and
I don't care about
distraction
that.
Than it is. Oh, hang on.
Yeah,
It's
immune to being charmed.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
it is
type of charm.
You're a charm.
I would like to try
You're charming. Less bad.
book a rave sickness again, please,
Okay.
with twin spell, and again at 4th. Which I remember to state this time.
Is there a point twin spelling? Are they close enough?
Can you
I
attack
believe
them?
they just have to be within
They're like 30 feet from each other.
15.
Oh, 15 feet from each other, rather.
Pretty sure it can be, because... It just says in range with the same spell.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so. Technically, everyone's within range of your extra spell.
Yeah,
no.
accidents happen.
So, roll a Arcana check.
Okay. That's... can I re-roll that?
You can choose to re-roll that or see what funny things happen when it goes wrong.
I'd rather
Re-roll.
kill party members.
Okay. We can do that later then. So, yes, you re-roll.
That's much better. That's an 18.
What's the total?
18.
Okay. That's just enough.
Oh, thank God for that.
Basically, the base DC to cast a spell of energy damage is twice the spell level. Not if you heighten it, it's still twice the heightened spell level.
Oh, okay.
So if you had have gotten a 26 instead of an 18, then that's the equivalent of I supercharged the spell.
Right. Okay.
Weird stuff happens. And if you
Oh,
get
fuck's sake. You're doing a spell attack, aren't you?
Yes, so one misses.
what's
I was thinking both miss, I think. Because one is a 7 and the
Hang
other
on.
one...
Before you get too worried about whether they miss, you've got what's the one that you think is higher? What's the higher one?
This one.
Yeah, but what is it total?
12.
12.
They're both gonna miss.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should try and bend luck. But I don't
see.
think that. I don't think
it'd be,
I don't think it'll be enough.
Time.
your AC is probably at least 16, I think.
Yeah,
So-
I'd have to be
You've got
really
cutting
fucking
words.
lucky
You
to
want-
help you with that.
Do you want me to put down that other sort
I
of...
could waste another reroll, but I feel guilty.
But that could have
Okay,
kept you saving throw, isn't it?
do
They
it.
are there to be used.
Do it.
Yeah, okay.
So you re-roll one of the dice.
with the cutting words, I actually take a D8 off their save.
You obviously want to reroll.
Okay, yeah, so yeah.
Well,
so-
yeah.
As a reaction from me,
Oh, that's a bit
I'll
better.
take
So one's an 18 and
I don't
one's
know
a
if
12.
it's C.
One's an 18.
Yeah.
The 18 will hit.
Yep.
I'm just looking up cutting words.
We had a look at it, and it says it doesn't work if you're immune to being charmed, so it's a charm effect.
Yeah.
It's just the same for cutting words too. Immune if you can't hear, or if you're immune to being charmed.
That's what they were just saying. They just looked it up for you.
Oh, cool. Alright. So anyway, we've learned that no wasted charge.
Well, no, it's okay.
It's
It's obvious
22.
the fact that the dinosaurs
How much
don't
did you-
understand
22,
that way
22.
it works.
Okay.
And the other one missed.
Right, it's nothing to do with the hollow world. It's
No,
the
that's
don't understand my level of abuse.
Okay.
Okay, and then it gets a saving throw versus to avoid poison. If it's the
Oh.
right one.
Oh, yes.
Grave sickness. Constitution saving throw, which gives it a 14, which means I don't think it's saved.
Actually, that's exactly what it needed.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm going to bend luck then, and add a penalty. of 3. So it gets 11.
It's 11. So then it is poisoned.
Okay.
No.
That costs me 2
Oh, what about?
sorcery points, which gives me 5 left.
Okay, so that is now poisoned. Dimitri.
I think that's on my sorcery.
Now, I think that the dinosaur at the bottom is within 90 feet of me, is it not?
It should be. I shall give you a rough estimate of 75 feet.
Yep,
Or
I'll do that.
85 feet if you want to get the top one, so they're both technically within 90.
Going to the bottom one. I'll take a shot with my crossbow.
Yep.
AC 18.
18 is a hit.
18 is a hit for 3d4 plus d6.
Dying.
4, 6, 2,
I'm gonna try that again.
13 damage.
It takes the bolt.
Cool. And I will readjust my hiding position. Oh, so successfully. Hang on, no. Advantage. Yeah, right. Yep. And I'm still on 12. This time my low roll was a 4, not a 3. Much better.
I'm sure that helps.
6 for my high roll.
Hey, Dimitri, I can still see you.
Little Miss is up.
I'm gonna try and do that 4th level.
Dimitri really just taking cover in a tree there just to provide a stabilisation force for his shot.
If you were smaller, you could do like me, just hide behind people.
Blackened Heart again.
Yep.
So Arcana first.
Yep.
That's fine. 24.
24, then you know it goes off.
And I don't do a roll for it. I just reach out towards a living creature I can see, which I'm choosing that top dinosaur, the most alive one.
Yep.
They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. They get a 14.
The DC for me is 15, so they fail.
They do. Nice.
Its body is filled with poison. It takes 12 d6 poison damage at the start of its next turn.
Fucking what?
But don't kill it in the meantime.
Yeah, just don't kill it in the meantime.
Hey, even if it dies from that damage, it's still going to go boom.
Which creature
no,
are you talking
it's
about?
only if it hits 0 hit points before it dies from the damage.
Oh, okay.
Which creature are we talking about? That
This
one?
one.
Cool. Good news.
Alright,
Everybody.
Of course,
hang on,
she's
am I
never
close
used
enough
it,
to
so
the
no one
damage?
else knows about it yet.
No.
Yeah,
It'll only cause explosive damage to everything around it if you kill it before it gets poisoned.
Yeah, before
Okay.
it's poison
It
damage.
seems unlikely a person take.
No, I could have a big mace and go wham, bam, dead dies, you know. Okay.
So
Okay.
you've seen
You
me
appear
do
to have a big
verbally
mace,
stuff,
that's
but
only
you have
when
no idea what I've done.
Decide you.
Okay, so that
Never
one
mind
is
that
currently
boiling, bubbling skin.
But
non-responsive.
this other one is closer to you and easier to grapple.
I fucking know.
Okay, so there's the poison. When something's poisoned, they take damage at the start of their turn, don't they? Been a while since I've actually had something survive with the poison condition at the start of its turn. So, poison. A poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give them advantage on the attacks against you. Oh well.
Well, that balances out.
I'm very sad to hear
Disadvantage,
that.
now it's poisoned.
So technically by poison it means it only gets 1 dice instead of 2 dice to attack you.
Yep.
So it's going to attack Playman. But then again, we're rolling stupidly high anyway.
What's going to happen anyway? Watch him die.
So, it hits an armor class of 9.
But, being as though I'm a benevolent god, it gets a re-roll.
Oh, okay.
No.
If you want to use your last reroll on it, I'm more than happy for you.
No, thank you.
I'm so tempted.
Okay, so he's actually died, so he's now out as well. And it is Nasty's go. He is now prone. What would Nasty like to do?
Nasty would like to try and do his move.
Okay. Give him a dexterity attack roll.
Give him
no strength attack roll.
Give him a.
He's just
I
not
wasn't
proficient with
prepared for this as a DM.
No, I'm
Check.
always prepared with it. It's just he doesn't have proficiency with shoving extendable foot up dinosaurs bomb.
So strength or
attack roll.
dexterity? Are we
Make it
doing?
strength. Make it
Give
strength
me
because
a,
it's not an
DM's
agile
guide
weapon.
never prepared me for this check.
So we're doing strength but not proficiency.
Strength but not proficiency.
Okay.
Extra efficiency check.
Can we use a reroll on that?
That'll work.
Yep, that was
Leave
a
it.
one.
Leave it.
There is one last saving thing here. If you do that, you use up the last one to save Nasty. Because look, what's the worst that can happen? Kiki's there. So Mark, do you vote for the reroll?
I'll leave that up to the majority to decide.
No, I want to see what happens.
I'd rather that
What's it roll? One, is it?
Rhea
He rolled a natural one on his trying to shove his leg up a dinosaur.
but me miss shove up yours.
I will become neutral on this one. Okay.
If you all abstain, I win.
So, what's Jeremy's vote on do we save Nasty from a unfortunate accident?
Hey, we're doing exactly what he asked to do.
Okay.
I'll take that as a no.
Okay, so Nasty goes and tries to shove said foot. Apparently, he misjudges, and apparently it goes the wrong way, and it sort of jams down his throat.
Oh, hang on. He's going to use lucky.
He's going to use lucky. This would be a good time to use lucky.
Very good time to use lucky.
Roll a 20. Go on. I
Ah,
fucking
reroll
dare
is
you.
there for me.
It's a 2.
So that's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay, so he smashes himself in the face with his
Oh,
own
hang on.
foot.
Wait. He gets advantage. Wait, is it an attack?
It's an attack, yeah.
Uh,
No, he doesn't get advantage. Sorry. I'm not adjacent.
Yeah, he's not adjacent, he's not attacking the same creature you are.
Alright.
So, Nasty deals himself 6 damage
That's
from
acceptable.
his appendage.
So, he kicked himself in the head.
so yeah, he's kicking himself over that
Well,
job.
it's hard
Oh.
to get that in the right target.
So that target keeps moving on him.
You could say he's a bit stumped.
Okay,
I'll get the level 2 cure and light wounds for that. There you go. Okay, gotcha.
the creature is
I'm
offended
gonna
by
need-
his attempt,
Of course it is.
and now that I remember, it's supposed to have advantage.
Munch, munch, munch. Isn't it poisoned?
That one,
Oh, the other one's poisoned.
this one has the poison cursing through it. It's going to take damage at the start of its turn. So roll its damage. For
Oh,
it.
now. It takes damage now.
And then it attacks, if it survives.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Make a
7,
good one.
8, 9.
Just
I do have spare the dying just in case, so don't worry.
Right, you might be able to save that.
Well, I'm on here and I'll help you out.
Yes, I'm saving the dinosaur, not the last nasty.
I need to roll 12 total, so I'll
How
need to
many? You
reroll
got
3
9?
more.
Okay, I'll take that
What's
one for a 6. You can have that.
That's a 3.
I'll take that one for a 6. You can have that. And I'll take that one for a 6. And you can have that. Oh, you already had a 3. Sorry.
Where's the 6? Where?
Oh, it's radioactive.
Yeah.
Radioactive.
Right, so that's
Mm-hmm. That's the rest of your roll.
10.
10, 20, 30.
8.
No, because isn't that a 6?
Oh, is that a 6 as well?
No, it's a 3. So it's
Oh,
40,
God.
40 damage.
Oh. Golly.
That's only just below me.
He collapses
Only
just as
female.
he's about to, extract vengeance on someone trying to shove a foot up its, yeah.
Didn't go so well.
Okay, so that brings us all the way around to, Willie. There's only one left.
Don't you dare.
That's your gliding horse you got to try and kill there.
I know I'm not going to get it as a mount, but by Christ, I'm going to grapple it and count that as riding it. is
So what
Martin.
you're saying is that Plymouth is using a free action to yell out, "Leave him, he's mine!"
Yeah, as it eats my face.
He followed me home and I'm going to call him George.
Martin, are you muted?
Yes, what do you need?
It's your turn.
I'll get close enough to throw a dagger. I mean, if you want to,
The critical's coming.
I can drop my enhanced ability.
There's 30 feet.
No, I kind of need it.
Plowman wants to mount this.
That puts you within 25 feet.
Oh, the
Critical.
critical.
Delay killing it to see if Plummet succeeds at his stupid task.
Yeah, you can throw a dagger at it. I want to see you get a critical and knock it out.
Alright, well, let's hold off. I will cast Bardic Inspiration on Plummet. So he gets a D8 on his next ability check.
So he might be able to learn how to ride.
He may use
Pretty sure
something
that's also
beneficial.
a
Ask
charm.
whatever.
Might not work because it's a charm.
The Bardic Inspiration doesn't count as a charm. Cutting Words does. I'll go back and check.
That cuts deep.
Because there's two different versions. Yeah,
We said divination wouldn't work, would we? Didn't we? Okay. Okay.
It doesn't say what it is.
Doesn't
But
actually
it does-
say, so I
does-
will allow it at this stage.
The Cutting Words, it does specify that it's
That's
a
what
charm.
said I'll allow that
But
one at this
Inspiration
stage.
doesn't specify what it is.
Okay, so you delay to do something.
Well, I'm using
No,
my
He's using
bonus
inspiration.
action to do that.
Yeah.
And I'll move closer and I'll delay throwing a dagger to see what happens after Plummet's go.
So, what would Kiki like to do? Would Kiki like to step up to the thing and swing her weapon?
Mark.
You're on mute, Mark, so whatever you've said, I missed.
Okay, so I said I couldn't do that to poor David.
So you're just
I'll
gonna
let-
walk up and you're gonna cast a spell from there and kill it?
No, I'm going to move diagonally behind David.
You're a real dick, Martin.
And then I'm going to go. This is your dream and pat him on the back with my bow.
Okay, so you have
Thanks.
been given a touch by an elf.
Ah, gross.
I can't give you guidance because it won't work.
It's better than being kissed by a rose, I guess.
Well, you never know, she might call herself Rose later.
I'd pat you on the back, go. You've got
Kiki
this.
La Rose.
Ugh. Is my turn now?
Okay, so that does make it your turn.
Right, the mother of all athletics check, hey?
Yep.
Can I borrow this?
You can make a grapple check
You have
against it.
advantage from your Hulk Smash and you have a plus D8 from.
Which means it's been downgraded to a normal roll, not advantage.
Sorry?
What about your
It's
rage?
a native.
The rage plus the enhanced ability make it advantage.
So you usually get disadvantage, but because
Yeah,
you
I
get
think I've got
advantage-
double advantage, to be honest. Hang on.
No matter how many advantages you get, it counts as out one disadvantage. No
Alright.
matter how many disadvantages you get, it counts as out
Alright,
by
Killjoy.
one advantage.
Do-do-do.
Otherwise, it's like, yes, I have 20 advantages.
Oh my god, I could cast Speak with Animals when I...
Just because this would be awesome, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to also bend luck for you.
You know, all I'm doing is grappling it. That doesn't stop me from doing anything. It doesn't get me anywhere. It just means that I'm going to
It's
be
just very cool.
hanging off the back of its
I'm
neck.
memorizing the
Yes,
Allosaurus
exactly.
for political purposes later on.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to let you ride me.
You say that now.
Martin, it's like you think you've got a choice. Strength. Let me just tally up all the shit that I get.
2.
2. You know what? I'll take it.
So it's an athletics check.
Now, what I need to do... Barbarian Rage... Will this... I'm sure it will actually try and murder me next turn, but...
It's not likely to get chance.
You know, I'm in two minds. I could grapple it just to say I've ridden it, or I could knock it down and then try and bring it back to life and charm it using many different types of things.
Your bubbly personality.
Or I could do both. Grapple.
Okay. So, opposed grapple check.
Hang on, let me just figure out what grapple is right now.
Apparently rolling 2 dice didn't matter that time.
Great. Was it a double 20 or a double 1?
Well, there are ones.
Okay. 19?
Hey, Martin, that's still better than my 2 attempts at advantage in the last week.
Sorry, I'm just bringing up the thing.
Hey, I've got to roll low sometime.
Movement, no. Actions, grapple.
And it's sad when that's me rolling low.
Attack action to if you're able to multiple places one of them. You grapple must be no ones. It's large, right?
It is large.
Fantastic. I think I'll actually take a athletics check.
Yep. I think you have to use an athletics check.
Yes.
You don't actually get a choice. The defender gets to choose athletics or acrobatics to avoid it.
Yeah.
So I've got it open on the page right now.
I do.
And I now know your DC.
8.
And I definitely can't use cutting words to use a
28.
penalty.
28?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Plus whatever. Martin, did you give me some stuff?
I made sure you had advantage, but it sounds
no.
like you beat
Oh,
me.
With
the
Bardic Inspiration?
wasn't that the- that was the...
Oh yeah, the Bardic Inspiration was a D8.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 2 or was that something else?
36.
36?
If it's not grappled, I will eat my fucking hat.
You've got a hat?
That's 38.
Okay, so yes, apparently it's grappled.
This gets me nowhere.
So,
If it's not
musically...
grappled, it'll be eating your hat with your head still in it.
I still have another attack.
Yep, you do.
Are you going to climb on?
Not yet.
I mean, I am. That's it. The grapple check wasn't me just grabbing it. It was
So you
getting on
choose
its back.
to mount the creature?
Yeah, I'm going to begin to use an animal handling check. And I'm not using this in a combat way. It's a whoa Nelly, whoa Nelly.
Give me a roll.
If I get around to explaining
6.
another inspiration.
Apparently he really needs that inspiration.
Yeah, I could take that inspiration right now. I got
Okay, another
6.
D8.
Maybe
Right,
animal
Another
handling D8.
Can someone use more than one inspiration in a round?
I was going to say, I'm going to wait for
No,
the
not in a
yeah.
round.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, I'll check.
It's fine. We're pissing around at the moment
Still
anyway.
check.
Technically, I am riding a dinosaur.
Okay. You're currently cuddling a dinosaur.
Am I on its back?
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
He said that he was doing that.
Well, he couldn't actually get up there, that's the problem.
38 got a grapple check!
That would be a pin, effectively.
You basically stopped it in its place. It can no longer move. If you're on its back,
There is
it can
no-
move around.
There is no
Because
pin.
it is bigger than you.
Yeah, there is no pin in this one. Jeremy?
That's right.
The basic grapple is you stop it at being able to move.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're on its back, that's not stopping it.
Yeah, no, this was a really futile exercise, but I
Yeah,
grappled it.
Perfectly appropriate.
Hang on a second. Right, so we've got an Allosaurus. It's not quite a T-Rex. It is very large.
It is.
It is quite large. And I have just grabbed it by the head and stopped it.
Yep.
So Jeff Goldblum, T-Rex, grapple.
Yep.
Instead of that lawyer just getting like off the toilet, Jeff Goldblum grabs it and then also does the pose.
Well,
like,
Nasty was the lawyer this time.
yeah, I saved him. Cool. Can't wait to get attacked now.
No, well, there's a few people that might have been delaying waiting for you to see what you're going to do.
Okay, so Willie, would you like to? You're seeing that your great barbarian friend Playman has cuddled the dinosaur into and has held it in place. Do you wish?
Got it under control.
Do you wish to assist?
How long
No,
we're up?
Yeah,
aren't we
I'm
up to
playing the
Orion?
bagpipes.
Technically, he had a held action.
Oh, he had held.
If he doesn't, if he wants to do his held action, he can do
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now.
yeah. I didn't realise he had held action.
And if you don't want to do your held action, then we move on to Raya.
So yeah, the only rule is a creature can have only one bardic inspiration die at a time.
Yep.
So you use one for the athletics, use the second one for the charm or whatever it is.
Can you
So,
give
okay.
it to? Can you give it to someone as a free action? That's the other thing is if it has to be done on your with your actions, then basically it's mid of his turn. Can you give it to him as a reaction?
can use a bonus action.
Not on someone else's turn.
Yeah, no, that'd be a reaction.
That'd be only the cutting words is a reaction.
Yeah.
Which is penalising someone else.
That's all good.
All good.
Yeah.
I'm sure Hoop's still riding it next round.
I'll just keep playing the bad pipes. There is a thing I've got called counter charm, so if someone was trying to charm us.
Now, I would
That would
like
help.
you to keep in mind that I got 38 on a grapple check for when it attacks me next round.
I remember.
Okay.
So, what would Raya like to do?
That is the highest skill check I have ever made in my entire life. And I've had level 20 characters.
Well, I did have a Pathfinder character, Pathfinder 1 mind you, had a 70 on their charm check.
Damn. That'll do it. Like,
Well, they had a plus 53.
yeah, that's an Imperious curse. Only at will.
Well, it was succubus. It was come hither, and people were like, sure.
Yes.
You remember that one, Jeremy?
Okay. I'm probably just gonna hold a chill touch.
I know why I haven't charmed it, because I forgot to play the music.
What condition are you rating it for?
If you ready the spell will be considered to have been cast whether you use it or not. That's the ready in action. Ready in action means you've got it charged. If your turn comes up again and you haven't cast the spell is lost. And it's expended.
Whereas like
Well,
a
if it's a cantrip, it's not
delay,
lost.
It's just so you know, in general, if you're going to ready any sort of thing, that's the risk of readying it to go before someone gets to do something.
Yeah.
Whereas delay means you go after someone's doing something, but you don't risk losing what you want to do.
Well, Plowman seems pretty excited by this, so I'm just going to sit down and have a drink.
Okay. It is very refreshing. It's, the cleanest water you've had in a long time.
It's good stuff. It's coming right after.
Dimitri.
It is easier if I just turn Rhea into an Allosaurus with a polymorph spell, but whatever.
I'm delaying. I'm happy to watch the show.
Okay. And the progression of the show is now up to Little Miss.
I'm delaying.
You're delaying as well?
Yeah.
Can you just, yes, I'm delaying until Plowman dies.
It's not until you die.
We want to watch you tame this thing.
I mean, it would be entertaining to watch.
No.
Then that's it.
No, that's what we're saying at all.
Plus,
We're
Keith has
saying
got
we're
you.
delaying until the show ends.
Okay, so no matter how well you rolled, when he tries to escape, then you have to make another roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
So he's going to try to escape your grapple.
Yeah, it was
But
more
because
just-
it is poison, it only gets 1 dice, not 2.
we're still using athletics, aren't
You
we?
can choose athletics or
Isn't
acrobatics.
that like double penalising us? If we get disadvantage on it and it gets advantage on us?
That's part of the pain of
That's
it.
part of the problem of being Hollywood.
But the thing is, if you're not attacking a native, say you're attacking a Azcan in a Nithian area,
Oh, good luck.
they get no bonuses. So whatever you do against them, they're as if they're the same as you, so it's just attacking normally. But if you attack a Azcan in Azcan territory,
Yeah.
that's the same as attacking the dinosaurs.
27.
That's why dinosaurs are so hard to kill. So, 27. You succeed in holding it in place, and it's just looking at you with this, huh? You can actually hear literally the, huh?
Yeah?
And that is its action. Okay, Nasty gets to move over and flank it if he likes.
Yeah, he's going to try and do his move on this one.
Oh no.
So,
Look, if it-
25 feet, he gets a attack roll with advantage.
If that'll go so well. I tamed it.
With advantage means he just rolls 1 dice though, right?
Well, I'm going to give him 2 dice because basically this guy is pinned.
So we tamed it until we shoved a hand up its ass.
Thank you.
Crikey!
Is it still
I'm gonna
strength
stick
though?
my
Strength
thumb
without
up his bum hole.
strength
Strength
without proficiency. So okay. So it's
Fighting
He
round.
hasn't learned to fight with legs yet.
Yeah. He
hasn't learned to fight at all.
Work.
Judging by those rolls.
You can use the last reroll to roll one of those dice if you really wish to.
No.
Can we? Because we look cool
No.
and make him happy.
No.
Because otherwise it's a 13, which is not going to do what we need.
It's through penalty to armor class.
but he gets 2 attacks.
He does get 2 attacks. He can roll again.
Yeah. So let's do that. So he misses with his first one.
Okay, so he's considered actually technically restrained, I believe.
Oh dear.
Okay. Second attack from Nasty.
Jesus.
23.
Okay, so he seems to line it up, and there is his popping sound as the leg disappears into the bomb of the dinosaur.
And he flips the switch as that happens.
Well, as he's flipping the switch, the thing just sucks right in.
Right.
He's now legless.
Yeah, he's now missing a leg.
You've been prepared for that for a while, haven't you, Martin?
Yeah.
So what's the roll for rectal damage for dinosaurs?
And let's face it, as an Allosaurus, he virtually started out armless.
And it collapses in your arms. With that look of...
Can I go tackle Nasty Top in an action that after too late kind of action saying?
Good luck getting it out.
Well, technically you're out of combat now, so... Yes, you can rush over and do no.
I go, no, Nasty, no! Oh. Then I go, oh, and I throw up.
Okay. You're probably not the only one.
Sorry, David.
So yes, you have successfully managed to stop a Allosaurus in its tracks, hold it from getting away from you, and then watch as someone inserted something into it that made it die.
I'm just in a David's face right now going, I don't know.
Dimitri's chosen. Best part
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tame things when you shove something with the rear.
Well, it's now tame.
It's very tame.
It's so tame, it's playing dead.
Well, I know that
Look, all I'm saying is that not all of them would be dead. But no, I don't
Well,
really...
unless you actually declare I am doing subdural damage to take it down and taking a penalty for it for said weapon, then every blow is a killing blow.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the fact that it wouldn't be actually as the rules define dead, deceased, as a and unhealable.
Unless you had the in the same round you basically had someone go and try to rescue it, then yes. NPCs have the basic rule for GMs is that unless they're a special NPC, they don't get saving throws.
Well, in what I would call the best metal band name I could ever think of, the one that is currently anally eviscerated could potentially be that, but no, we're going to let it die because I don't want to ride a dinosaur that's been anally eviscerated by a foot.
Okay.
Nasty is getting out his rapier and attempting to chop into it and so that he can recover his leg.
A rapier is a stabbing weapon.
He stabs the butt of the dinosaur and nothing happens.
Well,
He's sitting there, stab.
So, like, imagine getting a pin
Yeah, actually, that's
and
not
trying
work.
to...
He is going to need to...
Why don't you take some of the teeth as souvenirs?
I'll walk over to him
Plumman
and
grabs...
and he can start trying to saw into the dinosaur and get his leg
Plumman
back.
grabs his hand axe and hands it to Nasty.
Oh,
and
there we go.
Walks away. You'll notice that the hand axe is a throwing axe and it's very small.
That's alright, he's now going to chop into the dinosaur with that axe.
I don't want that back.
I go up to Rhea, I put my hand on her on Rhea's shoulder and I vomit just right next to Rhea going, I can't believe you just did that. And that's all I said, yeah.
I didn't do anything.
What?
No, I'm just saying I can't believe
Nasty.
Nasty just did that.
Because I haven't seen Nasty like this before, so it's like, I'm not just in shock because it's like, oh cool, we've got him out through, you know.
Yeah, he's just chopping away now. He's learning dinosaur anatomy whilst recovering his leg.
Okay, give me strength. Is he proficient with hexes?
Oh, that is a good question.
He's
Simple
a fighter,
martial.
isn't he?
Is
Yeah,
it-
he's a fighter, yes, he's proficient.
Yeah.
So,
So,
strength attack roll.
How many hit dice the Allosaurus had? I think it's 8 or
18.
less. I can play.
18. Okay, yes, he's managing to slowly cut his way in. It's taking a while. There's just blood and gore going everywhere. As you're watching
he
someone...
starts humming some sort of ditty as he goes.
And so is everyone going to rest for about 10 minutes to an hour while you hear the sound of chopping dinosaur?
Plumman falls asleep on the
Yeah, I could
spot.
play the bagpipes or some song of rest. And get next to the
Dimitri's happy to take a short rest.
Okay, so everyone but Nasty is taking a short rest. I'm just going to go grab a drink. And if you'd like to spend hit dice, now's the time.
You're damn right I do.
Well, I rode a dinosaur and we killed some. And if anybody says I didn't ride a dinosaur, we're going to have an argument. Shut up, Dimitri.
Yeah, Dimitri, shut up.
I was just going to ask
Top healing spell is useless.
I was going to confirm the fact that the dinosaur was more impressive than the horse.
I'm at full health at the moment, aren't I?
You're a...
I'm at full health,
So-
I think, at the moment, aren't I? Yeah.
That's just rude,
You
Jeremy.
managed to walk through all the combat so far unscathed. No
Well,
matter
you
how
and
much
I
they've tried to
stood at the back and kind of flung things, so.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So I'll grab any hit point totals people are doing shortly. I'm just grabbing myself some food.
That's okay. So close to a dinosaur. So close.
Well, you got a dinosaur.
Well, we don't actually know how close he was to it.
Because remember, you actually chose to rescue Nasty instead of do anything with the dinosaur.
Well, hang on, channels don't work in here, don't they?
No, not really.
Damn it, I had calm emotions ready to go. So we can get maybe a friendly check on the dinosaur go, oh, you're a good bloke, Damon. You can ride me. But no, didn't work out.
Do you want to get headbutt?
Oh,
Can I have the stats for Allosaurus? Because I can probably polymorph into it.
While you spend, you're going to spend an hour learning the form. Just
Whatever.
making sure you understand it all.
How does recovering hit die work?
Recovery hit dice is you have so many hit dice for your character based on levels, and you roll the hit dice type. So if you have multiple classes, you have different hit dice, and then
you listen to an awesome song from me.
you choose how
and
many
hit
you want to
points.
spend to get back.
Do you get con
So
mod?
if you use 2 hit
You get your
dice,
con
and the hit
bonus
dice
for
are
each roll, like each
Each roll?
set of dice you use.
And do you have to pre-select how many you're going to use, or you can choose as you go?
You have to pre-select because it's 1 hour.
Yeah, you're using them over the period of an hour. But it means that, like, what the advantage, of course, is if you only need one, you get to use con bonus. And an hour later, if you have another short rest, you can use another die, you still get your con bonus.
And your song of
Okay, so
rest.
one con
One per rest.
con bonus per hour.
Yeah, con bonus per rest, effectively.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Martin, obviously Dimitri doesn't need to use any hit dice because he's undamaged, but he will take his arcane recovery to get back 3
Song of
spell
Rest
levels.
as well.
What's Song of Rest do for me?
Right. Do we get anything like that if we have a long rest?
It depends on your
Short
class.
rest, so it's a wizard thing.
Martin?
The bards don't have to talk to a
I can
god,
tell you, give me a
so...
second.
Martin, you're doing Song of Rest, aren't
So
you?
the arcane recovery is a specific wizard class.
What does that
What
do
does
for
Song
us?
of Rest do?
Song of Rest adds a d6 to anyone having a short rest. For those of us who are trying for a long rest, it's irrelevant because you get maximum hit points anyway.
16 HPs.
Total of 16.
Yeah, crap roll. Hang on,
That could
wait,
be
I
the long
used the
rest
wrong
issue.
dice! Ha ha!
Well, approximately how long has it been, how many hours have we been awake, Martin? How tired are we feeling?
You're not feeling exhaustion yet.
23.
So we don't need
So you're
to.
saying we're feeling weary?
You're feeling
Not
weary,
exhausted.
but you haven't travelled for 8 hours yet because if you try to travel more than 8 hours, then you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
27.
Yeah.
Where's my trail?
So, Jeremy, give me an insight roll.
16... 18.
Okay, you think you've travelled about 6 hours now.
Like, but is that since the morning? Like
Since you arrived.
Sorry?
Since you arrived. You've been about 6 hours since you
In the
arrived.
whole world?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's certainly been a long day
Do you
already.
include the D6?
Or did we stop overnight when we first arrived?
When you arrived here a lot without any exhaustion, so you weren't actually doing most of the travelling.
Yeah, but we've still been awake for however many hours. Because we explored the monastery and stuff up the top there before we went down.
Yeah, but we
That is
also
true.
spoke to that owl, which sent us all to sleep for about 230 days because he was so damn boring.
Yeah. All those weird dreams of.
And we'll never speak to
awakeness.
animals ever again unless it's a dinosaur who let me ride it.
Well, if you can make friends with a rat, I can turn it into a dinosaur. Just saying. Something smart.
So yeah, so if you go through like that, so since we woke up from, we got out of bed most recently,
Yep.
it's been probably at least a day, a 12 hours worth of stuff, or 15 hours worth.
Because of the magic used to get you between the monastery and the Hollow World, you have no time frame for how long you're actually in those tunnels for.
Yeah,
Because someone used magic to bend space and time.
yeah, but still it's a case of, if we've been travelling down here for 6 hours, plus the time we spent in the morning getting to the monastery, exploring the monastery, talking to the owl.
It would probably be more than 8 hours that you've been doing stuff for then.
Okay.
Not counting the travel time to get here.
No, that's fine. Okay. I would have said that if it were like looking around, do we have a reasonable camping spot anywhere?
Well, you've got this fresh meat.
Yes. I was already looking at those options, although that potentially may attract other predators.
Apparently someone's already cutting steaks out.
I can cast Lehman's tiny hut. Assuming that tendon ritual work.
Do we wish to stay here overnight? Or for 8 hours plus?
Well, if we're willing to hide inside a dinosaur, then my tendon ritual's fine.
Okay,
Yes,
so you want to try
on?
doing the ritual, Martin? Do you have it?
Yeah, I've got that ritual, yeah.
Do you have it memorized?
Yes, I do. I
So,
did it in my downtime a while back.
so you've got it in the as one of your known spells, or just
Yeah.
in your book?
Well, I don't know the difference.
One.
It's in the book there's 72 pages out of the 100.
Yeah, if it's in the book, it's a check to cast, but you can have as many rituals as you want in your book. If it's a known spell, if it's one of your prepared spells, so for sorcerers and bards, it's one of your known spells, then you don't have a check to cast it as a ritual.
Right.
Unless you're in the Hollow
know
World.
that rule, so I haven't put it in there.
That's okay. It just means it doesn't use up one of your known spell slots because you can't change them as a bard unless you spend lots of downtime.
Right. Okay.
That's the advantage and disadvantage of a bard is you've got a set spell list and you know everything you can do.
All right. I'll have to read that rule.
That's the base rule on bards and sorcerers is you get known spells that you don't change.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana or history?
Sorry, history. History.
It's history down here, but
Yeah, history.
It is history for you either way. I'm just so used to the Arcana. My brain goes there first.
all right. So 15.
15. No, 15. The ritual does not go off in 10 minutes.
Okay.
You can try again.
I can try it again. I guess that's the idea of ritual.
If we're stopping for at least an hour.
Next one was 21?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your second attempt, it activates.
Okay, so we can all take some stakes into Leonard's tiny hut, rest for as long as we like. I'm assuming we're going to try for 8 hours to try and get our spells back and see what we get.
Martin, the food that's come down with us here, is it still like viable? Like if I had elven bread in my back of my corner bag? Just sort of ask in advance because I really don't eat meat after what I see what Nasty did to the dinosaur. And I want to just have another option, that's all.
So has your character become vegetarian?
Just for tonight.
Oh, she's an elf.
I'm an elf anyway, what else? So I would be
Dandelion
fine.
eater.
Okay, at this stage your food does seem still viable.
Okay, cool. I'll have a bit of elven bread and I'll just keep away from nasty things.
Okay, so Martin, do you you're gonna stay in the dome until the dome expires?
I think I have to get out before that.
No, you don't.
No, okay. But the question is, are you judging the length of the spell based upon the length of our rest based upon the spell itself? So I would suggest that we are having a nice sleep.
Yeah.
And when people wake up feeling refreshed, we'll look to move on.
Okay, so once we get ejected from it, we assume we've got to be at 8 hours.
Well, there is actually no ejection when it finishes. It just ceases to run.
Okay.
It's not an extra-dimensional space. It's basically it's a sphere of protection going around you.
All right. Well, yes. Well, I guess I'm happy to wait the full 8 hours and hope that we get our spells back for those of us who are casters.
Dimitri will use a couple of ritual castings of alarm either side of the hut on the outside, just to give us a bit more warning.
Have you got alarm prepped already?
Alarm is something that he normally keeps as a ritual option.
I mean, do you have it memorized?
He doesn't memorize it during the day, no. He looks at his book each time.
So can he give me a Arcana roll, because it's actually Arcana for you.
Arcana check of 17.
Okay. You cast it and you basically see your wards go up quite quickly.
Cool. And 21 on the other attempt to actually give us a bit more space around.
It also goes up quite quickly.
Judy also gives him more, his arcane water gets another 2 points back. Woohoo!
So we're long resting? Is that the deal?
I believe you're going to go and do a long rest.
Yep.
Ah, the classic rest
So then,
games.
then you can really find out what spells you can get access to or not.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to level 1 and 2 spells for me. And certain spells, I'm going to put all these together, Martin. So.
Yep. Okay, so
What's the issue with 1 and 2?
For a cleric, I think you can do up to level 2 max.
that's the same with the bard at this stage.
Okay, so...
If you try to cast a 3rd level spell or higher, it just doesn't work.
But remember, that hasn't been a Hollow World thing. You had that actually before we came down.
Yeah, I had that before I came down that one.
The Survival I cast earlier, I had no idea of that limit.
Okay.
Bards. Alright, so...
I would have thought Bards wouldn't have thought were effective, but would they?
No, bards get their power from the same source warlocks do.
What's that?
Oh,
Is that a
okay.
good thing or a bad thing?
Well, the gods supply that power.
Okay. Alright, so level
Rather,
2...
other planar creatures do provide your power.
Because technically the gods are other planet creatures as well. They're not just humanoids.
Okay, so I can't cast Fireball because of the gods, and I can't cast Healing Spirit, which is level 2, because of Hollow World.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
So, do you have what relics do you have on you?
Or artifacts.
Artifacts.
I think I had Red Green Staff, but I try not to use it because shit.
In which case, if you held Registry and Staff while casting the Fireball, it would still work.
Oh, okay. So it will give me a bit of a zone.
It does, for certain things.
Right. So I have to sign up to Red Green pamphlets or something?
You already did.
The thing is, no one's actually been in a place where that actually has an effect, so I hadn't put it up on the site yet.
Okay.
So things that you don't know about haven't been detailed.
Okay.
So for you,
I'll make a note here.
you will note that the fire spells that you wouldn't normally be able to cast, you can cast anyway.
Red Green Staff allows for fire.
So
That's nice.
so that will go all the way up to the maximum casting level you can cast.
Alright, so it means that I can't cast Polymorph.
Not yet.
Alright, so back to Liam as a tiny hut. That was a 3rd level spell, a 3rd level ritual, which should I have been allowed to cast it if I'm stuck with
Technic-
hard stuff and Hollow World?
Technically, no, that wouldn't have gone off.
Sorry.
That's okay.
right.
Okay, so we just
All good.
We had
inside the dinosaur for 8 hours.
we had we're not inside a dinosaur, but
I mean, as
we
long as I
had a
get
nice
my 8
outside.
day, everything's fine. I'm
That's
happy.
right. Had our guard throughout the night, all that kind of stuff.
So, considering you only want 8 meals this day, that's going to be a long stretch between meals.
Well, breakfast, second breakfast, 11's lunch, and afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
But it's always lunch. Lunch never changes. It's lunch and it's still lunchtime. And it's lunchtime again.
As somebody who's frequently worked as a shift worker, I can tell you I don't care what time of day it is. Lunch is lunch, breakfast is breakfast, and dinner is always way too big.
Well,
But also
the point I was
delicious.
also getting at is you're on the same day you entered, no matter how many days you spend down here.
Yeah, that's okay. We create our own sense of time. Time's just an illusion, man.
So,
You need perception,
eight
so
meals
you define
a
it.
day means that he's got 8 meals over the time he's here.
Right, so one of the things I was going to get at 8th level
Yep.
was obviously a lot of downtime to learn these rituals, but also the polymorph spell. But I guess I learnt it up there, and
Yep.
now I can't cast it down here, so it's just meh.
That
I
hurts,
can
but
always do
you.
an enhanced fireball.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. An extra 2 fireballs a day can't hurt anyone. Now that I've starved for it.
Yep.
I'm casting Cure Light Wounds level 1 and 2, and I can't do Detect Magic. I can't calm emotions or hold person, so I'm just using certain spells I can use, and I'm just going to, how some will be enhanced, some won't be enhanced. So,
I've done a lot of.
That's actually something else, Martin.
Yep.
The how effective Zelligar's staff is down in Hollow World. I haven't actually found out what it does in the Hot World yet either, but I'll be testing out the abilities I'm not certain about yet down in the Hollow World as well.
Well, I believe it's mainly transmutation, manipulation, altering form spells.
Is it? Okay, again, so, you haven't actually told me what it does. But I guess, yes, if it's mainly transmutation type stuff, then probably be minimally effective.
Okay, so Martin, one of the things you can know is if you do look at Redrian's staff, he does have an ability called Enhancer Spell, which means
The
that
only note I had next to it was Redwood staff, try not to use this.
which does mean that you can use any forbidden spell in a zone if you use the staff to enhance it.
Okay.
Okay.
So even polymorph will work here if you use the staff as your catalyst.
Right, so I have to not sing, is what you're saying? It's pretty important, singing and playing the bagpipes. I mean, it's not important to everyone else, but it's important to me.
Yeah, you can do a drum beat with the staff gun.
Okay, so so everyone who is having their long rest gets to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm assuming that this long rest we decided on is after the cutting up of meat, so he gets one as well.
You'll get one as well because
20.
Oh, does that mean his health comes back?
his health will be full.
But you only get back half of his recovery dice.
Well, wisdom, you said? Okay, you said 12.
18 for Dimitri on a wisdom save.
Would you like to?
Thoroughly.
Well, apparently someone just asked to dream of dead people, so I can make that happen.
No. I rolled a 9 and I got plus 7 to my wisdom roll. Let's put it out there.
Okay, so did
And the
anyone
total
get
nine
over
total
20,
or 16?
20 or higher?
That's 9 total, that one.
No, actually he didn't.
Okay, so Playman, you have this great night's sleep of horses running, you on top of a dinosaur with your arms outstretched, doing the running in the breeze.
Oh,
That's exactly what happened yesterday.
Do the Titanic thing? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, you're just on a lead dinosaur running with the herd.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Of course, there are no herds, but hey, you're running for the herd.
That's exactly what happened yesterday. God, you guys are dumb. You don't even remember that? Gosh. You guys are dumb.
Okay, so everyone else has a really weird, twisted dream where you have visions of a inky blackness pulling at you, trying to suck you somewhere. So who got below 10?
I did.
I did.
So everyone who didn't get below 10 managed to resist being pulled in and basically wake up after the period with cold sweat and 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. And all that spells back.
All your spells back, but 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, I'm exhausted. Okay.
And those of you who failed the saving throw, you find yourself.
Don't wake up.
You do find yourself standing before someone. I shall describe him to you. Just got to get his description. So, who do you want to be standing before?
Are Kiki and I there together?
You don't see anyone else while you're there.
Okay, fair enough.
So what you see appears to be a middle-aged, black hair, corpulent man in ancient robes, wearing a smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes.
So obviously evil.
Probably evil.
Does he have an eye patch?
That's a good question. Does he have an eye patch?
No, he does not.
He's perfectly fine. He's fine.
It's not a pirate.
Unless he's got a skinny mustache.
Well,
No mustache at all.
No, he's lawful good.
It's probably
And
lawful.
if he has a saddle, he's even better.
you didn't know.
Okay,
Why?
so we'll start off with Kiki.
Okay, does he look like my deity at all? Anything
No.
like that or not? Okay, cool.
He doesn't have pointed ears, he's obviously not your deity.
Is he just smiling at me? That's it? Just smiling?
Well, you're the only one there.
Okay. Hi! Do I know you?
Yes, Kiki, I sent you a message earlier. I'm glad you slept and opened your mind to new possibilities.
New possibilities?
Well,
Go ahead.
currently, your patron is out of time right now. And may not be back unless you manage to stop what the Goblin Princes are doing.
I look extremely shocked and scared. There's been a innocent young elf.
So while they're currently not in time, then they will not be able to provide you with any support magically or otherwise.
So I lose all magic?
That's basically the reason why you do not have anything higher than.
Okay, so I say, okay. Can I assume these goblins we are chasing are the cause of this?
You can assume that, yes, they are part of the problem.
And what would be your recommendation, what we do with these goblins?
Stop them?
By any means? I say.
Well, that's completely up to you what you consider any means, and I was going to offer you a chance to access some of your abilities that would otherwise be denied.
Can I roll an insight roll?
Sure.
Okay. It's a 21.
You believe that they're offering to sponsor your clerical abilities.
He's offering to provide your spells while you dodge away. Trust me.
What could possibly go wrong?
No, that's very cool. And I'm just trying to think as Kiki would think. She's quite innocent. She's never really spoken to another patron before or anything like that.
Well, you've never actually spoken
You
to.
didn't really pay much attention to religion.
Oh no, she's religious, but nothing like this magic's not her deity being away for like time. So she says, can I assume once my deity comes back, I'll be able to talk to my deity again?
You should be able to, yes.
That should sound like it. Like I'm going.
Well, it depends on how much you've gone against their beliefs while they've been away.
Like receiving power from somebody else.
I'll say I will. And may I ask your name, sir?
My name is Asterius.
Asterius?
I think I got that.
While
right.
I believe you are meaning to help me out in some way, I cannot lead from my deity's path, whether he's there or not. It would be against everything I believe in, so I'll have to say thank you, but no thank you. So.
Okay. Do you know who Asterius is?
No idea, because I haven't done a religion roll yet.
Well, you might want to do the religion roll.
You might want to think about that before you can answer.
I got a 10.
You got a 10 total?
Yeah, 10 total,
You
unfortunately.
really didn't pay attention in religion class, did you?
Look at it this way, a 10 total is enough to hear about this guy. It was just enough.
Yeah.
He is the immortal patron of thieves, as well as many other things. I'll just bring it up so I can actually say what, give you an idea of what he is interested in.
Okay, that'd be a little bit against to what I believe in.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah. I'm just-
So he is the patron of cleverness, communication, healing, merchants, money, profit, thieves, trade, and travel.
Okay.
He does the domains of life, moon, travel, and trickery.
I'm hearing healing and life in there.
And you're a life cleric, aren't you?
Have we lost Mark?
I don't know, I think he's thinking,
Mark.
maybe his mic cut out.
Ah, his internet died. He just messaged me.
Okay, so while Mark coming back, we'll move over to one of the others. So, at this point, we'll...
I got a 12, so I missed out on the conversation.
Yeah. Little Miss?
Mm-hmm. Is there anything in this space besides me and him?
No.
There's nothing I can pick up and play with.
Inky blackness around you.
Right. Do I recognize who this person is?
Give me a religion roll.
No, Martin?
No.
Yep.
Does the sound of the voice sound similar to the one that gave instructions when we first arrived?
I was going to get to that at one point. I was going to see what he thought first.
Oh, fair enough.
Because meeting someone in person and speaking to someone over a distance is normally a little different.
Oh, absolutely. But then we sort of, if it was reminiscent or connected or sound the same, then that might also affect their choices.
Yeah. So what did you get?
6.
6. Amusingly, he is one of the R&D gods. You know him as Simurak, the pirate god.
Interesting.
Basically,
You can trust him.
he is known for money, profit, thieves, trade, travel, merchants, cleverness, all the things that make pirating fun and enjoyable.
Yep.
The equivalent of the Sinbad style pirate.
And obviously very trustworthy.
Does Koratiku and him get along?
Uh,
I'd assume yes, but
he is considered an ally of Karatiku.
yeah. Okay. Well, hi there.
I've been watching you for a while.
Okay. Me or
You particularly.
me particularly.
Yeah. And he says, you know that dagger you got hidden on you? At this point, you remember you picked up a dagger at one point that you never paid any attention to?
I'm familiar.
And he says, that was me.
Huh.
I thought you could use that at some point.
Fooled you. Ha ha.
It's very Karameikos of you.
Well, learn from the best.
So, what do I owe the pleasure at the moment?
Well, I am trying to talk to the rest of your friends as well to see if there's convince you and at least tell you what you need to do to save the world, and see if I can give some of your lost power back to you.
Which world?
Well,
This crazy one we're in now, or like the
well,
actual one?
the crazy one you're in now keeps the one that you live on going.
Well, that's interesting information. Okay,
So this is the heart of your world.
So, what's wrong with it?
Thanatos is trying to destroy it
How?
by using the two princes, and one of the other pawns. He does not know how because he's been trapped by Thanatos since the other gods left.
The other gods left.
Yes, they stepped out of time.
So it's just you and
It's just Thanatos now.
Thanatos and you. Or you're out of time as well.
I am in prison.
Are there other gods in prison?
No, all the other gods are no longer in this timeline.
Why are you the one in prison?
I was the gatekeeper of the timeline.
Well, you fucked up.
Well, Thanatos was not supposed to stay behind.
Interesting.
So the moment the other gods left, I was at his mercy. He is one of the
Why did the other
rulers.
gods leave?
I do not know.
Okay.
There is a major disturbance in the timeline that they're trying to stop. And it will take all of them to stop it.
Right. So, what do you need from me?
Well, I am offering you the ability to use my dagger as an actual artifact
Okay.
and extend your abilities in this world so that they work as intended.
Interesting. I'm down with that. Why not?
Well, plus, you might have fun along the way.
Exactly.
And who knows, an extra dagger, what can it hurt?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, knowing you, it could hurt a lot, but
The people you hit with, yeah, sure.
it'll be a learning experience either way.
Well, I am a god of knowledge after all. Well, I work with the gods of knowledge. Close enough.
I know stuff.
Look, most of my friends worship you. You're a friend of my god. Let's do this thing. I'll help out if it means saving the world.
So he agrees, and you wake up nice and refreshed.
Oh, cool.
Stefan.
Yep.
You're in this blackness of space, looking at this guy. He's smiling back at you.
Okay.
So, Raya, I see you're stuck.
Well,
That's right. Let's speak down.
sorry if
That's
you're
right.
very
Let's speak down.
not using my abilities. Yes. I'd say that.
So, well, you're not normally the sort I work with, being Eladrin and all. Bit flighty for my needs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you carry any artifacts of power on you?
I have a staff of Proteus, spear of Proteus, trident of Proteus.
Fine.
Well, I can't actually provide all the power of Proteus. I can give it some of its life back.
What does that do?
Which means that if you wield the Trident of Proteus, you will be able to use abilities normally forbidden in these zones.
So use it as a
Focus.
focusing crystal, per se. Okay.
Which will even allow you to change your seasons.
Is there a limit to this power?
There is a limit to the power in the sense that I can't give it all its abilities. I can give it the ability to allow you to function normally.
Right. And will this affect Proteus's relationship with this trident and myself?
Probably in the future, but hey, that's future's problem. You know, timey-wimey things. Nothing to worry about right now.
Wibbly, wobbly.
And I'm sure he's very forgiving. I know Proteus is of the forgiving sort.
Well, if you mean flighty, yes. Alright, well, I'm willing to give this a go. I need to live to be of any use to him anyway, so...
Yes, I'm sure he'll think it's all useful stuff to do.
Sure. I'm somewhat doubtful, but I'll agree with you this time.
Okay, so you also wake up with the trident singing you awake.
No.
How did you spell the R&D name for this guy?
It is, sorry. Cymorrak. Cymorrak.
Thank you.
And so yes, you wake up with a ditty. So, Mark.
Yes.
You also remember that this is the guy who spoke to you all when you arrived, telling you of what you needed to do to save people.
Okay. Azareth is the Okay. The main. Okay, I'm trying to think of. So I don't think I'm. Let me know if I'm correct here, Martin, because anyone who serves him can't be lawful. Is that correct?
That was older editions of it.
Okay, cool.
It's got the rules for every edition that it's been done for.
Yeah. Cool, I just want to check on that one because I'm kind of lawful.
So basically, everything below the Game Master section is not important to you.
Cool. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Would he be kind of similar to my patron kind of thing, or is he just a different?
Which one's your patron again?
Father Son, which I've got to remember the rename for him. He's the. I did it down here. Hang on.
Holy Spirit?
Oxion. IXION.
Look at this way. It's comparing fire and air.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what was his? What was the bad guy's name again?
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
The Grim Reaper himself. Master of death and destruction.
Okay. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm going, after thinking about it, I'm going, well, hang on a second here. I said, yes, my deity and you do tend to disagree on lots of things, but we need to solve this issue down here for the greater good.
Your patron is actually my ally. Ixion is an ally of Asterius.
Oh, well, then that's okay then. Okay, no problem. Okay. Because I said, as long as I'm an ally, I'll be like that. And I go, okay. And after I think about my religion and all the things the higher priest taught me, and I go, that sounds right. This sounds like a good thing to do.
And Kiki, if you hold that staff tightly while you cast your spells and think good thoughts, you'll be able to bypass some of the restrictions of this world. Make sure they're good thoughts.
There's no place like gnome. No place like gnome.
Does Kiki have a response to that one? Or did you lose it? No, you lost audio. No microphone going.
He said no.
I was just going to say, Redrian doesn't require good thoughts, does he?
Mark's apparently muted again.
He may have got a phone call. Okay, so everyone else, here's the good news. Well, bleary-eyed.
Do I?
Well, you had a nice sleep. You're fine. You just hear people actually being quite happy and joyful.
You get better now?
Yeah, I can hear you again, Mark. So, did you hear the last bit from Asterius? About using the staff and thinking good thoughts?
Okay, my headset ran out of batteries. Oh, I had a great night, right? Okay, so I'll just go back to the other stuff. Yes, so I missed all the other bit. So yes, I kind of accept this new temporary patron, I suppose. I looked at my life, but yeah.
And so you wake up feeling refreshed and happier than you felt in a long time.
Okay. Did I get anything special or just wake up refreshed and happy?
Well, everyone else who didn't roll a natural 20 like Playman, well, got at least 20 like Playman, woke up with a level of exhaustion, but you, Raya, and Little Miss woke up refreshed. Everyone else had a battle to stop being sucked into whatever trap Mysterious was in.
That's a fair call. That one. So,
failure is sometimes a good thing.
Yes, I've been surprised I failed that, didn't you? Yeah, well, there you go. So, cool, okay.
And yes, you have access to your whole spell list, and most of your spells will now work if you use the staff.
Use the staff?
Yes.
Well, holding the staff and effectively casting your spells through it.
Okay, so I've got a staff now. Okay, gotcha.
The didn't you have a staff? Redrian staff?
No, that was Martin.
Okay.
That was the bard. So I have a mace.
Yeah, the
Oh, that's right. Did you actually have any artifacts on you?
No, Ratchet has it, so I'm quite new.
In which case, he gives you a dagger, saying, "Here, I'll lend you this."
Okay.
You got to use this dagger with the casting of your spells.
Very cool. Okay. Cool. Okay, that makes sense.
He didn't tell me that. He just told me I should use it.
Well, that's because you're smarter. Kiki needed a little more into this direction. And besides, you said, sure, I'll do all that, and you seem to be doing everything he's needed so far. Which is what he likes his patrons to do.
Is it just a regular dagger?
Oh, it's an actual artifact.
Oh, so you'll give me stats for that at some point. Okay.
But at this stage, all it will do is allow you to use your abilities without having to make a check every time. Or
provided I have it on me and drawn, or it's got to be drawn.
It becomes part of your gestures, or
yeah, makes sense.
It becomes a focus for all your spells.
Sweet. Okay. I have banished back again. Okay, cool. I feel much happier now thinking that I can actually do stuff and help the party.
Though he does say, beware things that break the rules of this world because they will have unintended side effects.
Okay. So, in a Kiki excited manner, I thought, okay. I woke up.
You are surrounded by the others who you got two of them also refreshed.
I look at Rhea, big hug. I'm so happy this morning. And then
I'll just give you a pat on the head.
So did you change seasons before waking up?
No, still the same. Now that I know I can, though, I might do in the future.
And you do notice Kiki has a strange dagger in her hand. It seems to be made out of crystal with mostly transparent material.
It's a nice dagger. Good to see you finally use a real weapon.
Does it look like the one I have?
No, it's completely
It
different.
used to be big.
Mysterious is not known for his consistency. He does not have two things that look at all the same.
No.
I'm playing daggers, I'm okay, I'm happy.
I've been keeping mine like strapped where I can pull it out of my boot.
But
That's where I've been keeping it.
not another person has actually seen that though.
No.
Because I'm so excited, I go, ooh, 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 and look around and wander around the camp looking at my dagger and everyone gets to see it. Because I'm not that kind of person to hide things. I'm too young and silly.
Oh no, whether or not she wanted to show the people the dagger she found, she hasn't been able to, and people haven't been able to see it.
That's so cool.
So, Little Mrs. Dagger has been just in the background, waiting until time for it to be useful. I actually intended it back when you're doing the other storyline.
Yeah.
I try to plan ahead. With many contingencies. So, at this point you guys are having you finished a long rest, you're ready to go, you can see off into the distance the town awaits, and you also have a chance of, you can see a pack of Triceratops grazing nearby within a mile if you wish to go and hunt them down for mounts. And I'm thinking that might be a good point to give you next session to go off and do things. So, less things will go wrong tonight.
David, so next session, we can potentially go and try and mount Triceratops.
Much more effective if now.
Not as violent though.
So we put the hole down, let this rope out, we're going to tie Nasty up to a tree, and then we're going to get him out.
Potentially not as violent. Yes. Potentially.
Oh, capable of so much more violence, but not. Doesn't have that natural predilection towards just wholesale murder.
Not a natural predator yet.
No.
So yes, you have had your first sortie into the hollow world.
Na, 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 na.
Okay.
And I did actually grab a Jurassic Park picture to use as the picture for them.
Nice.
Okay, I'll let you off while I'm using my laptop for my speakers and just dad.
So that's the actual Jurassic Park version of the Allosaurus.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't entirely
Accurate.
but it's still pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks
Thanks,
very
everyone.
much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll catch you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Gotta go.
Thank you.